Well,
We could soar in a few years.
it is 2 minutes from a full half hour past start time. So
I don't believe in time.
Time is a construct.
Yeah, well,
Time is a social construct.
This week is like it's pretty much a total RP session, and then we just progress whenever you guys are down to progress. Because
Tharnac uses Eldritch Blast on the sun.
Just do it at night and it'll be good.
But of course. All right, so I guess without any further ado, you guys want to take a recap?
Okay, for the past 16 days, 19 days, we've been on this caravan.
19.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, 19 days we've been on a caravan, staking out some of the cultists who are also on the same caravan trail. Split up in groups of 2. We do our jobs as guards.
Trying to look conspicuous.
Which Kairon has failed at once already. Not because he did anything wrong, it's just that he looks suspicious all the time.
Red sus.
Red sus,
very
basically.
sus. On the Sword Coast, red is very sus.
So we got...
Red wear trench coat and hood from now on.
So we thwarted one assassination attempt with Premier Customer Service.
Next day delivery.
Yeah. The next time, we actually used violence to stop it, and then we had to sacrifice their wagon to full of Hal's greenest homeland valuables to goblins to cover our scent.
So looted a shitload of it.
Yeah, which a lot of is in the bag of holding.
And Hal has 2 boxes in Samir Dog's wagon.
Samir Dog, right?
Close enough.
Yeah, Samir Dog.
Samir Dog, yeah, it's close enough.
Close enough. Now we continue on our journey. Hal has picked up sorcerer powers in a cool moment where he woke up in the night.
In the previous day, we battled spiders, and
the day before that, we battled trolls.
Yep. Well, many days before that.
It was like
a week,
5 days.
The days leading up to that.
Hal was down for the first time.
It was 9 days, I think.
No, it was a lot longer than 5.
It was a while, yeah. No, because we stopped at day 15.
Lose track of time on the trail.
5 days after nothing happened, and then we picked up. So
lose track of time on the trail.
I think it was day 9. So maybe it's a full 10 days since that point.
Dang.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
Oh, so we've been paid again. No, we haven't.
Well, you were paid the first time, technically.
We were paid the first time. We haven't been paid a second time yet. Just kidding.
Yeah, you have to wait till tomorrow
Was I supposed to add things?
That's true. I don't think you were here at that point last session. So.
Yeah. We got paid for our first 10 day.
Yeah. So 10 gold per 10 day.
Yep.
So
you need
I am.
Yes.
Yeah, so everyone had 10 gold from that in their first week, and then after the day after following the Spider-Man Woods event, you'll get paid again. But don't put that in just yet. We'll wait for the moment to come. I do have some things that NPCs are going to be doing throughout the time period here. So how fast you progress through it or not, I'm just going to say pacing. I'll leave to you guys.
Okay.
Fingers crossed. Unless, I don't know. Whatever.
Well.
Sorry, I just kind of hijacked this. Important NPCs on the caravan?
So other than Hal recently waking up in the middle of the night and getting sorcerer powers...
Well, realizing he has them again.
Yeah, realizing he has sorcerer powers now. Our caravan wagon, we gave the wagon in front of us 1 horse to hold on to since they lost theirs. I think Tharnac was going to sleep, right?
Yeah.
He was going back on guard.
Yeah, Kairon was going back on guard as well, and continuing to train Blaze. And keep an eye out.
Alright. Other important NPCs. Oin is Tharnac and Kairon's cart
Wagon.
merchant. And then Theo and Hal, Samardog, the Hoper. Additionally, other people you met along the way, Lita Widris is helping Tharnac with his herbalism kit. You guys are all working on your proficiencies, which are well on their way. Yeah, various different things. But I feel like we've already spent half an hour, so if you guys just want to hop into it, we can.
Let's go.
I'm fine with whatever.
All right, where do you guys want to start? You want to pick up in the middle of the night, or would you rather just
If
wait
it's
it
gonna
out
be
till
an
morning?
uneventful middle of the night, we'll just pick up the next day.
Yeah, I mean, there is one big eventful moment if Hal wants to do that, but
Yeah, I don't know what that entails, but sure.
well, what would Hal immediately do after
At
his
this
new
point
powers?
now, essentially, you would have woken up in the middle of the night with just dripping with sweat, and you went wide-eyed for a second, but heavy breathing as something just felt kind of wrong. But if you wanted to try to go back to sleep, it's probably just normal night sweat or whatever. Probably ate something weird, or probably the spider poison maybe coursing through you.
Yeah, Hal's gonna cast like a low level cure wounds on himself and then go back to sleep.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, if everyone's down to pick up till morning. Guards on watch. The rest of the night is uneventful. Not so much as an arachnid within, I don't know, probably a mile. You guys are, you're good. Safe night, but people are anxious to get out and on the road in the morning.
That's fair.
You guys, this is probably one of the earliest departures that you've had, seeing as everyone is very just not a fan of what's going on.
I mean, fair.
All right. You guys are picking up, heading out.
Yes, sure.
Are you guys? Do you want to? What do you want to do? You tell me.
I'm trying to
You
RP a
got-
little bit.
I'm done RP.
Whatever works.
Whatever time period you want. The choice is yours. So I grant it to you. What are you guys doing right now?
Hal would probably like to talk to Tharnac.
Well, hang on. At the time of daybreak, would Hal and Tharnac have gotten a full long rest?
I only
Which,
need
by the
4
way-
hours. So
Which is interesting because that means that Theo and Kairon likely have not.
No, we have not.
So that's something you might want to consider on your travel or whatever. Choice is yours.
Well, at daybreak, Kairon is gonna walk up to Tharnac's tent and kind of knock on the ribs of the front of the tent and be like, "Hey, go ahead and get up. Everyone's ready to go."
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Already.
What time is it?
It's daybreak. We're ready to get the hell out of here.
Fuck, yeah, okay. Let me put on my pants.
Okay.
To interject for a moment with an NPC. Sorry, I know we just started. Owen walks up to you, Kairon. He is upset.
He shouldn't have been so hasty with answering this question.
Owen is not a night. Owen, when he's asleep, is asleep. You don't fuck with Owen in his sleep.
You don't fuck with man in his sleep.
He just has this look on his face that he is very kind of annoyed. For the sake of brevity, he is upset about the fact that you gave away one of his horses in the night, and he is going to demand a bit of either compensation for the horse from either you directly or through through your pay being docked to cover it.
Coin wants that coin.
It is up to you. Also, he's considering he's going to have a chat with the other wagon who lost their horse, that is now in possession of his, and make something work. So,
Are you gonna RP it or no?
I kind of, if you want, we can, but I just basically gave a brief rundown so that I didn't take too much of your time up.
Okay.
But
Chiron's just gonna look at him and be like, I understand. If you wish to dock my pay, that's fine. But they need a horse, and we've got 3, or I figured that our cart is not too heavy. But if you wish to dock my pay, that's fine. I apologize for
time.
waking you up, but
next time, offer your own and not one of mine.
yes, sir.
Thank you.
And you are welcome to dock my pay.
Give me 15 gold here and now, and I'll consider it done. Otherwise, I'll dock you to 5 gold per 10 day.
Chiron's just gonna reach in his pocket and pull out 15 gold and be like, here's 15.
He takes it and folds his arm. You are honorable. He holds out his hand.
I do my best to be honorable. Chiron shakes his hand.
He just kind of gives you this firm look of understanding. Next time, make sure I'm awake.
Chiron's just very slightly snickers and is like, yes, sir. I will make sure.
Pats you on the shoulder. Thank you for getting my horse back last night. Even if you gave one away.
Well, that's not to say we can't get it back whenever we get into town.
He's
not.
done with this. He's done with this conversation.
He's like, no!
Scene.
Owen just drops off
Or
the
he just
face of
checks
the earth.
out. Yeah. Just looks at you. Well, they damn well better give it back, but I'll expect payment. If they do, I'll refund you a bit. Your pay will go up. Well, your pay stays at 10, so your pay will stay at 10.
No, it's fine.
Which reminds me, and he pulls out his satchel. For the second 10 day, 10 gold pieces. And Steve. So, so you essentially just give me 5 gold.
5 gold for a horse? What the fuck?
It's more like a horse rental.
It's, yeah. It's more of making a statement like, don't fuck with me in the middle of the night, but.
Boy, just wants
Hold
that
on.
coin.
Hold on to that until we get into town.
Oh, we're a ways out from any town.
Well,
I
I'm
predict-
not going to be using any gold for anything anytime soon.
Very well. I predict we'll hit Dagger Ford. Maybe in the next 10 day or so. 10 day and a half.
Yes, sir.
Surely there will be road stops along the way. I personally cannot wait for an inn.
Yes, a good night's sleep indoors is sorely needed, and a nice, warm home cooked breakfast.
They are common along the tradeway, so. Very well. Out of curiosity, which horse did you give to the other person? Was it the one that got pulled through
Oh, it was the one that
shredder?
it was the
Or
one that
was
got
it
put
the-
in the shredder, but then was given like healing by Kairon.
Okay, technically it was not healed to full health. It had like 3 hit points remaining, but I'm pretty sure
No.
someone probably
Kairon
would
put
have
like
taken care of that.
5 or so hit points into it.
You did. It lost 10 hit points. It had 13. You put 5 into it, so
So it's still at
I'm
like
pretty sure you healed at 10.
8.
Yeah. So in any case, it has been healed. Not fully, but I assume that was taken care of at some point. So
Yeah.
anyway, that's what's going on. So you, meanwhile, I'll hold off on the NPC stuff for a minute, since I just sprinkled in a bit more.
And I would say at about this point, Tharnac, you're probably up and out of your tent at this point, right? We can't hear you at all.
Nope.
Now you
Nope.
just muted yourself.
It might just be your voice hack. Talk higher.
Nope, we're good now.
There you
We're
go.
good now.
There we go. There we go.
And for some reason, switched me to push to talk. I don't know why.
Oh,
Oh,
I was
But
like,
yeah,
"Morning,
you-
boss."
morning, Tharnac.
Yeah,
Thank you for your services in the night.
you're welcome.
That sounded strange. Good day.
Good day.
Good day.
I'm gonna look over at
Walks off
Kara
to
and
tend
go,
to the birds.
I look over at Kara and go, "What did I do in the middle of the night?"
do you not remember anything?
Yo, I don't remember anything. I was really tired.
Do you
and
remember any spiders?
that was real? I thought that was a dream.
You had a
I
dream
remember
last
now.
night.
Yeah, that
No,
wasn't
I
a
mean like a
dream,
dream, not like a
No.
Cthulhu dream.
It's because he died in the middle of it.
that wasn't a dream.
Oh, okay,
That was
Yeah.
genuinely spiders.
all right. Yeah, no, I meant like a. I just had like a dream, not vision dream.
Yeah,
I'll
I
see.
get what you're saying.
Gotcha.
Genuine spider. 100% genuine spider.
No, I did not like it then.
You were
No.
genuine grass-fed spider.
100% spider.
100% grass fed.
GMO-free spider.
GMO free spider.
I don't know about that in this case, but
no, those spiders definitely were pumped up on some shit.
this is like your McDonald's supply store grade
Absolutely.
spider.
Oh yeah. Like it tastes
2%
good,
real
but you're not
spider.
sure what the fuck is in it, and you're not sure you want to know. Like,
It's like you just
Um,
assume you don't want to know how it's made, but you just assume it's made somehow.
mhm.
And nobody asks.
Chiron's
I'm
just
definitely
going
not.
to be putting down his stuff to his horse and prepping his horse to ride.
All right.
Hal's gonna walk around looking pretty strange.
Okay.
Like
There's just gonna be a
Like-
launch though.
feeling strange, like
You just randomly see a witch bolt come straight out the end of the guitar.
You know, sometimes
Howler
when people start to grow up, this happens.
there is a minor event for both of you, Hal
Cool.
and Theo. So depends on which one you want to start with. I'll leave it up to the two of you. to
I'm
decide.
cool. Whoever wants to, if you want to go first, you can.
you can go first.
All right. Sure.
Theo, being up for longer, you realize morning's kicking off, and it's a bit easier to you can relax a bit now.
Yeah.
There are more people awake. You don't have to be super attentive. At this point, you're going to be taking some time examining the dagger, Ananya's dagger that she gave to you. Looking it over, it's nothing you haven't seen before, but it's gotten a bit, dirty. You notice it's a bit frail with some of the gold chippings flaking off, and you
Right.
are able to cast some mending on it and make it look pristine again.
Hey.
But as you're sitting there admiring it, there is a fellow who walks up, who he's got a little bit of a reputation. His name is Losvius Longnose, and he is a male Lightfoot halfling.
Longnose.
Mm-hmm.
Does he have a long nose?
He does, but it is respectably large, even for a halfling. However, the appellation Longnose was hung on him for a different reason. He's curious about everything, including other people's businesses, and specifically other people's embarrassing secrets. He is the gossip man. Losvius doesn't poke his nose where it's not. Wait, hold on. Never mind. Yeah, he doesn't look at it for like blackmail material.
Just curious.
He's just really fucking curious about everything, and about what other people don't talk about. If he's, you've heard rumors of him. You've seen him, Theo, being eyeing people. He's kind of peeked through people's belongings. Doesn't seem to really take anything, but he definitely, spends time just like checking into things. The cultists fucking hate this man.
No, that's fair.
He's learned to not go over there, but he has taken a special interest in your shiny weapon there. As he walks up and says, "Hi, that's a pretty weapon you have there."
Oh yeah, it's definitely a strange one.
It's quite beautiful, in my mind.
It's quite out there. Anything I can help you with?
Well, is it rather special to you?
It's definitely some sort of personal connection, I'd say.
Well, look, I'll tell you what. I'll buy it off you for 50 gold pieces. No more, no less.
Ooh, that is well, tempting. I don't know if this is something I can quite just give up yet. It's kind of there's some high sentimental value there.
All right, well, I'll let you think on it, but 50 gold pieces is a lot of money. If ever you need me, you can find me right over there. But don't worry, I'll be back. I'll make sure everything's. Make sure
I'm sure
it's an amazing bargain. I'm sure you wouldn't pass it up. Anyway,
I do have one question for you though. You seem to you know a lot of information about the people here.
Huh.
You know a lot of information about the people here.
Well, of course.
There's two wagons that always seem to stick together and stick by themselves.
Yeah. Bastards.
What do you know about them?
Well, nothing I haven't said already. Pretty sure they are affiliated in some capacity, and then all of a sudden they all grouped together after the troll attack, and that makes sense. But they were never talkative before, and now they're very talkative to one another. I smell something afoot. I think they have some form of connection they aren't talking about.
Ah, fair enough. I
The word around.
don't know much about it, but I guess it seems likely.
Yeah.
All right.
Wish I got a better look.
Fair.
You know how it is.
You never know with that. Try to stay away from it, but you never know with them.
Yeah. Anywho, you need to find me. I am the teamster of Bade Sheppel's bar card. So
Okay.
you'll find me
Definitely
managing the
know
horses
where
there.
that is.
Of course.
Very
I'll
well.
be sure to check up on you throughout the day and see how you feel about the offer. It's one you
Alright.
can't turn down.
Not that Dagger's anything to say about it. Violated himself.
Humorous. Anyway, cheerio.
See ya.
He kind of
I'm gonna see if I could buy information off of him. If he knew more than we did.
he gives information freely, man. He is the
Yes.
gossip center of this caravan. A little shady.
Seems like a fun dude.
And
Everything about this is shady, let's be honest.
We're all lying here.
Yeah, that's what Theo does though, so this is kind of like second nature.
Fair enough.
he's interested. It's a shiny weapon. Looks pretty. Good conversation starter. Literally.
Ha.
I'm sorry.
Ha.
It was unintentional. And me. Moving right along. Hal. As you've woken up, you notice something interesting. On your arm, there's a small silver sort of scale that's protruded from your skin. And there are a couple of them that you see around your body, and you're not sure if you've been infected with some disease or whatever, but it's very strange. It looks relatively akin to a dragon scale, but
I feel like this is something I would need to go to a doctor to get checked out.
as you're walking.
Knowing that Kairon knows Draconic, he's gonna go over to Kairon and be like, hey Kairon, can I talk to you for a minute?
Sure. What's up?
I have just a minor question. I don't know if I'm being poisoned or something, or if this is, a reaction, but he's gonna show him the dragon scale. Does that look like a dragon scale to you?
The
Where-
silver scale.
In the hell? What?
I don't know. I don't know. I was sleeping last night, woke up, felt like shit.
Is there anything
Cast-
Kairon can roll to see if he's ever seen anything like this before?
You can go for this is multiple things. You can go Arcana first and foremost, because this is definitely the most relevant skill is Arcana here. However, for the nature of like dragons, you can make a nature check if that would help for the sake of draconic side of things. So
They're both the same for me, so either one is the same.
well, just let me know which one you're going for. Are you trying to recognize it as a dragon scale or as a piece of arcane?
From what he's been told, he's gonna see if he can recognize it as a dragon scale.
Okay.
I would say he's not going to recognize this at all, because that's a 4.
Fair.
Kairon, you've heard many a tale of dragons.
Recently.
But yeah,
Seen them.
whether that's part of your seeing as you learn draconic, then again, it is a basis for spells and stuff like that. So that may have been what the most interest was. Nevertheless, you do know the Draconic language, but an actual like physical dragon scale, even if you have encountered one, it's very hard to tell if this is akin to that. Furthermore, you've maybe never even heard of silver dragons.
Yeah.
Whatever, if that's how you want to play it, whatever. Just yours. It's just very difficult here.
Could I
I-
also roll an Arcana check or no?
Sure.
Okay. I mean, that one's better. That's a 17.
Just a little bit.
just a tad bit better.
In your studying of Draconic, there was a word that you learned that essentially it has to do with dragons and Draconic lineage. The word for half dragon in Draconic, you know of, but there's another word that is like half dragon but different. It seems to be focused on a more human side of things than a Draconic side.
Okay.
That word gives you a hint that it is probably possible for people of Draconic descent somewhere dragons infuse themselves into the bloodline, similar to how tieflings were corrupted by the devil's magic. They were once humans that way. It's a sort of strange similarity in that respect that there is in the blood.
Okay.
Draconic, so.
Well, Kairon's gonna look at Hal and be like, "Well, I'll be honest. I don't know anything about what kind of scales those might be, but I mean, I've heard stories that dragons used to like put themselves into human lineage before, but I've never seen it myself, so I have no earthly idea if that's actually what this is or not."
That's interesting because I have not heard of that.
How well do
I
you
don't know if
know
that's
your
what.
family's lineage?
What?
I said, how well do you know your family's lineage?
Not as well as my parents do. But they're in Waterdeep, so
If that's what it is, that's who you need to ask. Like if it's anything to do with that, that's who you need to ask. But I am not even positive it's that.
is there any way to test or anything? What would be something that would be in Dragon's lineage that would give that away? Like, is there like a genetics? Oh fuck, they don't know genetics. Is there is there like?
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
You open DNA test.
I need a 21 at me real quick.
Can I roll to give Hal a DNA test?
Like your funny words.
Takes a skin graft off Hal's arm.
Like what's like? I don't know that much about dragons. I really don't.
I don't know that much either.
I mean, you might know more than I do. Like what?
This one.
Like
I'm
This
pretty.
would've been
I'm almost as stumped here as you are. The only thing I can tell you is that like, there's a possibility that you may have a dragon's bloodline in your lineage somewhere.
is there a language that they speak, or is there like, or
I mean,
like?
Most people of their lineage speak Draconic.
Draconic.
And there's a word for like them injecting themselves into human lineage.
I don't like that.
What-
I don't like how it's said.
What's the what's the word?
Kairon will just say the word in Draconic kind of softly to make sure that none of the other caravans hear it spoken in Draconic.
Want to come up with that word? We want to figure out what that is.
If you want to, we can.
I didn't really have it down, but it might be a nice
Else you just
word.
going on the fly.
I don't have the word, so I don't know.
I'm sure there is a word. I
I
just
can
don't.
Google it.
Okay, quick DM question. How did he just pick up the ability to speak Draconic when he leveled up? Or was this...
I'm not sure about that, which is exactly what I opened up my PHP to look at. I
Yeah.
believe you can.
Because
yeah,
you can
speak, read, and write Draconic.
Oh shit! All right, well. But do I know I can
whenever
do that?
whenever you make a charisma check when interacting with dragons, your proficiency bonus is doubled if it applies.
So then wait, if Kairon says the word to him quietly,
he would understand
the word.
Yeah. I was going RP that I don't know I speak the language yet, but once I hear the word, I can understand it and say it back. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was trying to go to you and saying. But
there is some strange understanding of the language just like that. So probably if you like saw a Draconic word, you could understand it strangely. Like, or heard a Draconic word, just like in this case, you know. So, yeah. It's just something that it's like awakening a memory. Like you always knew that, you just didn't know that you always knew that.
Yeah.
There is a Draconic word for sorcerer.
You are a sleeper agent.
There is a Draconic word for sorcerer. I don't know how to pronounce that, but yeah,
that seems appropriate. Yeah.
Vorastrix. You're right.
Vorastrix sounds badass.
Put it in chat.
That's badass.
There you
go. Vorastrix. That sounds right. Okay. Well, Hal's not heard this word yet, so he doesn't know it.
And yeah, so Kairon will just look at him and quietly say it to him and be like, Vorastrix.
Wait. Vorastrix. Like sorcerer?
Would he hear that as something that he understands, or would he hear it in his native language of English or Common?
The word itself is spoken in Draconic. You just immediately just gain that insight of like, you know, the exact definition of what it's supposed to mean. Wait. It's kind of like speaking from the sword in Gnomish.
Yeah.
Although the sword, when you speak through it, it kind of almost twists your lips and makes what you want to say into something different that comes from you. This, it's
different.
It's different because it is Draconic. It's like an awakening of like, it's like you've been taught the word.
Vorastrix. Like sorcerer, or like that's what it means, right?
Yeah, that's actually correct.
How
do you know that?
How do I know that?
That's all literate after all.
Wait, hang on. Kairon's gonna also quietly speak in Draconic, making sure no one else hears, and be like,
it's kind of hard. Are you able to speak quietly in Draconic, or is it just kind of loud noises?
You should be able to quietly speak Draconic.
Let me just tell you what Draconic sounds like for reference.
It's a language.
I'm pretty sure you can, but it's here. Where is it? Where is Draconic?
I thought it kind of just sounded like loud dragon noises. Like how Celestial sounds like harps.
Draconic is thought to be one of the oldest languages and is often used in the study of magic. The language sounds harsh to most other creatures and includes numerous hard consonants and syllables.
So it's Russian.
So like German.
Yeah.
It's German.
It's like a weird combo between German and Russian, except it's not a Cyrillic. It's not Cyrillic.
Let's see.
So Kairon is gonna look at him and quietly say in Draconic, "Can you understand what I'm saying?"
Strasvutska. How's gonna be like in Draconic? I think so, which is weird because I don't remember knowing this language.
Kairon's just gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Each word you say comes to you.
Yeah. It's like, I don't remember knowing the language, but when I say a word in this language, I understand it. Which, I don't know if that makes sense.
That's fucking weird, dude. I mean, that's cool. Like, that's really cool, but like, that's really weird.
No, it's weird.
You can put that
I
to good use.
so does that mean? Okay, yeah, you're right. But does that mean that if the the German word, if the Draconic word was sorcery, is that what this is?
I mean, that's the word that they like communicate with that. That's the word that they resemble that with. So it's very possible that that you might be one. Maybe.
I've never met a sorcerer,
I mean, you do have a magical background as it is. Like,
but wasn't one of Theo's associates a sorcerer? Probably.
I'm not quite
Yeah.
sure. I don't know.
One of the people that we used in the prison break was a sorcerer, if I'm not mistaken.
You're not talking about Leosin, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
The prison break in Sworn
Not a sorcerer.
Just heard Draconic sounds like I don't like it.
We're not still speaking in Draconic, by the way.
No, I looked it up what it's pronounced like. I was like, ooh.
I haven't. I don't feel like I want to. So maybe I should talk to Theo or something.
If you're a sorcerer now, like if you have a sorcerer's background in your lineage, then like yeah, Theo is probably a much better person to ask about that because he does use more magic than I do. But actually, in all fairness, Tharnac actually uses more magic than all of us.
Yeah. So maybe I should talk to both of them.
You probably should.
All right. Okay.
Honestly, though, you probably should also find someone that has a sorcerer spellbook because if you're able to cast stuff like that, that would be really cool.
I don't even know if sorcerers have. I don't know a single thing about sorcerers. I don't think they have a spellbook. Out
It's
of
innate
character.
spell casting.
It's innate.
Yeah,
It
it
is-
just happens.
You have the ability to just fucking manipulate the weave because it is in your blood.
It's not like how wizards have a spellbook that they read through. Sorcerers can just kind of do magic. It's why sorcerers and
Yeah.
wizards hate each other with a burning passion.
But
Yeah.
don't you have to know what you're casting?
Well,
You don't have to understand
Otherwise,
it.
it's just wild magic.
pretty much.
So,
Yeah.
you know.
No,
what you
I could
can
have gone
do.
a wild magic background.
You could have gone
Yeah.
wild magic if you wanted to, but it's really just.
I didn't want to team kill our entire party.
You
on
know
accident.
what you can
Bad rule.
do. You know what you can do, but you don't know why exactly or how exactly it works. You just know what you can do with it. It's not like wizards who like study it and learn it. You're just like, yeah, I can cast a fireball by doing that. That's pretty dope.
It's like the first Spider-Man where he just did the hand motion. She's like, yeah, I could do that.
Yeah,
know
well,
why.
like a wizard would have to
Mhm.
study to learn how to do the Spider-Man web swing.
Yeah.
like the difference of Miles Morales and Peter Parker Spider-Man.
So then how's gonna go leave Kairon, I guess.
Yeah, I'm sure
And-
that one's probably up and out. So.
Head to Theo.
They're just gonna be chilling, doing his watch things.
Hey Theo.
What? Yeah.
Um,
Oh, hi, what's up?
one of your associates was a sorcerer, right? Or do you have experience with sorcerers?
You guys probably met a few of them, right?
I'm pretty sure one of the people in the prison break was a sorcerer because LCU said, "Wow, I can't believe I finally got to play a sorcerer in the prison break."
Fun.
Who was that?
Sid.
Oh, that's right. I wasn't here when you introduced them, so.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. But I've met one or two in my time.
Can you explain what they are?
Ooh. Well,
And how one would know if they were a sorcerer for no reason.
hypothetically,
Yeah, hypothetically.
Okay, sure. Yeah, would Theo know how this works, or should I roll for this? Or
Arcana check.
okay,
If he gets like a 1, it's like, no, I don't. Sorry.
All right, that was a 17.
Yeah, the concept of a sorcerer is like, yeah, basically you'd have a good idea that a sorcerer is someone who, if a wizard is someone who, you know, works the 9 to
Studies.
5
Yeah.
to get his monies and his power, a sorcerer is that one dude who's just born into like a
Fame
pile
and
of
fortune.
wealth. Yeah.
All right. Okay, how do I describe this? So you know what like a wizard is, right?
Yeah, they go to school and learn how to cast spells from a spell book.
Right. A sorcerer doesn't have to learn how to cast spells. They're just kind of born with it. It's like, you know, some people become nobles because they were knights and they earned their title.
Yeah.
A sorcerer is like someone who's born into nobility.
So it just kind of all works out for them.
Sort
They
of.
did nothing to earn it.
They have sort of this natural ability to manipulate the world. They can like cast spells that they don't fully understand. They don't like study for it. It's kind of like sometimes they don't realize it's about to happen. Normally, when a sorcerer finds out they have powers, it's like something big. How they're made, I really don't know. I mean, I've heard a lot of different ways. I've heard some people are just born with it. I've heard sometimes like dragons get all messed up with their timeline. But like, yeah, I mean, I don't know a ton about it, but I've met a few. Wizards hate them with a burning passion because I knew a few wizards, but I guess they're just jealous.
Fair enough.
Is there a reason you're saying this, asking this, or?
I've just been feeling a little weird recently, and I have a feeling I might be closer to a sorcerer than I thought.
Like bad weird or like magic
No,
weird?
just magic weird, I think.
All right. I mean, like, okay, so like I learned my spells by like studying them and like memorizing a few of them. I'm no wizard, but like
You're a wizard.
no wizard, but I've met a few in my day.
Okay.
So I've studied and learned and concentrated on it. A sorcerer, or like how as a bard, you probably had to learn how to manipulate stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorcerers just kind of happen.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Interesting.
All right. Yeah, I guess just keep us in the loop if you start developing weird magical powers. Or
You'll be one of the first I tell. That's for sure.
all right.
And then Hal's gonna walk away, and then Hal will take out a flask of water and start just like drinking it, and then he's gonna drop it.
Day drinking, my man.
And like while it's spilling, he's gonna cast shape water and put it back into his flask, and just be like, I guess I can do that now, and keep walking. I'm gonna say he's done there. Like that's where I'm gonna leave Hal.
Okay. Anything anybody else wants to do throughout the morning?
I guess Stu doesn't have anything he wants to do.
God doesn't have anything either.
Kairon's just going to be finishing up loading everything on his horse and assisting Oin with loading up the caravan.
Okay.
Oh, Tharnac does have something he wants to do.
Okay.
Tharnac is actually gonna walk up to Kairon and go, "Hey, Kairon,
What's up?
you know that dagger you had of, my patron?
Yeah. What about it?
Mind if I see that?"
I kind of like it.
I do want it back, but sure.
Yeah, I got you.
I think he's not gonna get it back.
Tharnac
Yeah, I
immediately puts it on it, like has his tail grabbed, and then walks away. And then sits down and expects it.
You know, there's sometimes when I don't know why I trust you still.
Listen, I never still giving it back to you right now. I'll give it back to you later.
To
I'll
be
believe
fair,
it when I see
Walking
it.
away and expecting it as his tail is holding it still.
Yeah,
Forget
to
you
be
guys.
fair, Tharnac, there is a draw of this dagger. It is actually something that like corrects your like aim and everything. It is magical, and in a sense, it is your tail can hold the dagger. I mean, you can use it however you want.
Oh, it's a scorpion.
Now that would be a dagger of venom, and that would be badass.
That's badass.
I now want a dagger of venom just to be held in the tail.
Just to be a scorpion.
I mean, okay, so just for future reference, if you want to like attack with it, it would be the same as making a normal attack because you have to concentrate on using your tail. But you could use that as like a follow up to like a short sword attack or something like that.
Exactly.
It is reasonable. And
Exactly.
technically, you still then have a free hand for somatic spells.
Yeah, that's sick. Oh, I'm so jealous.
Wow, that's
Game
there's a lot of
breaking.
implications to
I
that.
was gonna
Right
ask.
there.
I was gonna ask about that.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I was
I'm
gonna ask about
jealous.
that because
He
like
can also
some.
hold his shield in the other hand.
Oh, could he hold his shield on his back and
That's
not
true.
get stabbed in the back?
That's how I like to play my fighter, but or liked to back in the olden days.
Back
but
in
I
the
don't know
days
if
of
that
being
works.
a player.
Yeah, but then again, you kind of have to turn your back to the enemy to do that. So
No, so you don't get
that's,
stabbed in the back. You have a shield, so we can hit you in the back.
maybe might help. Okay.
Would have helped Theo. I would have helped Hal the other day. That's for sure.
So I guess Tharnac walks off with the Cthulhu daggers. So
Yeah.
I guess add that to your inventory. And I guess Kairon remove it.
Unless he does intend to give it back.
I mean, rip.
But I
doubt
doubt.
that, but
Maybe
doubt.
at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Draconic sounds weird. I don't like it.
So how do I add that to my inventory? Is it just like Cthulhu
I
dagger?
forget. Is it a custom item?
I have no idea. I already removed it. I have no idea.
Oh.
It's gone.
Did it have like a custom
Cthulhu
item, like
dagger.
itelicized font? Oh, it's there.
I
You
have
have
Okay.
a +1 to attack
No
bonus
idea.
weapon rolls made with this magic weapon. On its pommel, it has a 2D face of Cthulhu. On its blade is a hidden message that becomes visible under moonlight. And then it reads, in the house of where I lay dead, Cthulhu waits dreaming. Its ornate nature implies that its ancient use as a ritual weapon from a sect somewhere along the Sword Coast.
I know what Theo could do this morning.
Oh, okay.
Something I completely forgot that I could do. Theo still has those papers, right, that they've discovered in the the house.
That's true. Yeah.
Or
did you have it to counter that? Someone had them. Yeah.
No, I had them. I don't think I ever gave them to. Yeah, should have them in my inventory. He's gonna take them out and cast comprehend languages and read it.
Oh.
I forgot
Okay.
that I had that.
Wait,
I've had it since the
yeah.
beginning.
What language is it in?
Doesn't matter.
That's
Will
true.
tell
Comprehend
us.
language doesn't matter. It is in technically the Cthulhu chant, which you read, is the main thing in another language. And that reads exactly what Tharnac just said.
She could have just asked me.
Well,
dead
it has his
Cthulhu.
name on it though. Like that's what it said. It didn't have everyone's name on it.
So that other paper, the second paper, or the first paper, technically, the one that doesn't have the chant all over it.
Yeah,
Two
the
pieces
one
of
that has our
paper. Let me
names on it because that's kind of important.
pull them out.
And just kind of remembered it 2 weeks later.
Interestingly enough,
Fair.
That's very important. Let me think about it later.
I remember 2 weeks later. Oh yeah.
Cthulhu dagger
about
sparked
that.
something. All right. Yeah. So this paper has the same thing written over and over again. It's pretty light, but it's
Yeah, that's in
his
that's,
house. In his house in Rillier. RJ, do you want to give like the exact translation? I
saying
believe
the exact translation or how it's supposed to be said. Which one do you want? Like, do you want the old
the
text or
translation? I think.
The translation is in his house at Rydley, dead Cthulhu waits dreaming. That's like the English common
Right.
translation.
That's how common language works. But the one that has his name on it is one he was more concerned about.
I do have proper like I have pictures of these that I can send to you guys that I think I already did send to you. Archer, I think I put them in your
I think you did. If you want me to transfer them,
if you want to send them over, yeah.
yeah.
But just reading this, a lot of it seems, yeah, it's like most of it is common, but the common is interrupted, and instead something else, like another thought overlaps the previous one,
Right.
and
So it's kind of
the
chaotic.
writer
I
stops
guess it makes sense.
and moves on to that, or something happens and the writing doesn't get finished. The very bottom of the paper just reads Cthulhu, 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 and it just repeats
Yeah.
over and over. But you do see, yeah, Tharnac, coning or coming is something that you can you think it's an N, but you're pretty sure it's supposed to be an M. C, there's something that it says C, and you assume that has something
Like
not
Tharnac
important.
come and see or something.
Other things. Elwine, which kind of looks like it could have meant Elaine, or something of that nature. Tiefling is one of the most pronounced things here. Yeah, there you go. You have the actual paper now.
That.
Oh wait, hold up! Don't click on that. That was a fucked up version.
That's too late. What?
Oh.
What?
You just downloaded it.
What did you give me?
Supervirus.
Well, rip.
Should I open it?
It's
So yeah,
probably just
if you can read from that, for sure, feel free to. Most of this one is in common. I'll say there probably are like maybe a couple words. That you
Yeah,
wouldn't
so
be
you
able to
should
read
not send.
otherwise.
Well, this makes less sense than it would have if you gave me the actual file, because it's all just the raw code document.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, so you kind of need the other one.
I would
That.
fucking hell.
I'll say there might
What
be
kind
a
of
couple other
file
things
type is
here.
it?
It should.
Uh,
I think I just downloaded the wrong thing.
Couple things in a language you don't immediately recognize as common are the word for dragon, the word for grasp, and different gray, red, and purple.
I thought I heard that Theo's name was on it. I was like, oh, that's kind of important.
Oh, he was. It's the first couple. No, not Theo's name.
Okay, good. I
You
thought I
see
had heard that
Dreen,
first.
which is Hal's last name,
Right.
is written on it.
That's kind of concerning.
There's also specifically the piece of paper starts out with Thieves and Mask.
Oh yeah,
Before it moved on to a whole bunch
I
of
just
other
no
stuff.
idea. That's no bueno.
There you go, guys. That's it.
Okay, so I can rotate that image.
No, you cannot actually. That's it. Properly illegal, my good sir.
Who's gonna stop me?
Me. I can't tell you as a Theo.
So I'll say,
stop me.
I'm rotating the image and nobody can stop me.
What are you gonna do? I have a tail dagger now.
There we go. Thieves, man, Kairon, something.
Serious stab yourself in the
Tharnac.
back.
Probably.
And nobody can stop me.
Oh God.
Yeah. So, is there anything in particular you want to do while you're reading over that?
He's gonna start like maybe he'll take notes on his paper, just like what like words that make sense. If you can try to paste things together to make more sense, you can see like what thoughts were there.
Yeah.
He's just trying to understand.
Okay. It is ultimately gibberish. It does not seem to
Yeah, and I guess he would read the. I guess he would also read the other one that has the inscription on it. The Cthulhu.
That's the one where your comprehend languages really kicks in.
Yeah.
Because it's in a completely, it's in a dead language. But
So probably like write that in common. Which might be a crime, but
Giselle, you do it.
Thornic gets extremely mad now. Whoa.
Tharnac isn't there, but whatever.
What are you doing? Thornic just knows.
Something else.
Something is off.
I feel a
Something's wrong.
disturbance in the
Something's
in the
wrong. I
fire
can feel it.
force. There's a disturbance in the fire force.
Oh, we lost LC. That's a drink. Everyone chug, chug, chug. All right. Act natural.
I heard the voice.
Gonna-
I heard 10,000 voices cry out in pain. There's millions of voices in it.
They're
Fuck.
all in my head. Yep, mildly annoying. So you got plenty of time to go through that. Because
And realizing Tharnac's on your list, he's probably gonna talk to Tharnac about it at some. If you guys want to move on without me, like do that later, we can. But
That's what he would have wanted.
hey, if you guys are ready to move on, if you want to take some time with this, whatever. works
I'm
for
not here. I don't
all right,
care.
you would probably go to Tharnac with it then, because his name is like out there the most,
Okay.
and he found it in that building. That
Died in.
what?
That I died in.
Yeah, I feel like you have probably more negative experiences, but you didn't like it either, right?
No one liked it.
Saracen died in that basement, which makes you maybe happier, but
Fuck.
Damn. Tragic.
That's just. I
Such a
mean,
great brother-in-law.
I'm
Yeah, I
kidding.
hate to see it.
I'm kidding.
are you though? I got a hard feeling that you're not kidding.
No, he brought him back to life.
Fair.
Hey, Tharnac,
Yeah.
how's your morning been?
No, weird dream. What's up?
Well, I found these documents a while ago, and it's been like 2 weeks since then, so this is not the most like
You
current.
mean
matter,
like
but-
when I died?
Yeah, it was around the same time. Um,
All right.
yeah, they were in that weird building that you did die in.
Okay. What happened? What?
Well, we investigated a bit while you went on your own.
Okay.
I found these pieces of paper. I'm gonna show them the piece of paper. I read through them. They're a little hard to make out of, but I transcribed most of it into basic, just common, just in case.
In the house. In this house at Riley, dead Cthulhu waits streaming.
So I take it that means something to you.
The paper that has that wording written over and over, that same thing. That's what that means. It's
Would it be
our ancient.
not okay to write it down on a piece of common paper?
You could.
All right.
It's like our prayer. It's like a
All right.
common
Well, I
prayer.
already did. So
What the
I
fuck?
just wasn't gonna tell you if I was wrong.
Give me the paper. Yeah, no, that's fine. It's be
All right,
kind of
because
I had to write that like a million different times.
all right, cool. Because I figured I'd probably forget what translation meant mainly because
Oh no, you good. Elder Brahman made me write that down like 5 million
All right,
times.
cool. I wasn't sure it was like a crime to write it down in a different language or something. So,
Not that I know
on
of.
you.
I mean, if anything happens to you, it's not my fault.
well,
Oh.
people already want it after me, so like it's fine. What's one more? But this other piece of paper.
Deadly Boy. And yeah.
It has your name, it has Thieves Unmasked, and it has Dreen on it. I'm a little confused. Very hard to understand, but here's what I could make out of it.
Can I see it?
Yeah. Here it is, and here's it written again in common.
Okay.
Not if it means anything more to you. It looks like the person that was writing it had some mad changes in thought.
I can see
I was
that.
gonna say ADHD, but I don't think I know what that is in this time. I guess it's a little chaos theme, but makes it hard to read.
It's you don't need reading when people can tell you what to say. Honestly,
I like people telling me what to say.
that's kind of what happens when it comes to the cult.
Why I didn't join a cult?
We're fun people. Trying to have this thing load. There we go. It will flip for me. There we go. Okay. It looks like just like uncomprehensive writing at this moment.
Yeah.
Do you
it
mind
has a,
into it more?
Oh yeah, sure. I rewrote everything and that I could, and so
Yeah, I'm gonna look into this a little more, and then
I know it's been like 2 weeks, but I kind of just remembered that I had it.
that's fine.
10 days, I guess, not weeks.
Yeah, I
Maybe
get
an
that.
irrelevant side note. Sorry, just to interject. I'm pretty sure you also have copies of Anania's maps, right?
Yes.
So okay. Wanted to actually make sure on that one.
He's been making copies of pretty much everything important he can, because in case he has to give them to other people, he still likes to have an idea. And they weren't great copies; they were like kind of fast because he was giving them.
Yeah, sorry to interject. Yeah, that's totally a Theo thing.
Yep. And I guess technically it's original like forgery stuff. I figured that could be pretty accurate. Because forgery and copying are kind of similar. You can forge a document, you can forge a map. Can you forge a sword, though? It just says forgery kit.
There. that's big brain, dude.
Look at you with the biggest of brains.
Maybe if you've seen it done before.
Mind size mega.
I feel like a Kenku who can like copy anything you see.
Okay. Well. Let me know whenever you guys are good.
You're trying to pull up something, I thought.
At this point, the same halfling comes up to you and is like, "So, 50 gold? Yeah. Come around to it yet?
I might hold on to the dagger for now.
Okay.
It comes at a cost you might not want.
That's fine. 50 gold. That's all I'm paying." He walks off.
Cheap bastards.
Hal, Samurdog is currently in the process of setting everything up with his wagon.
Cool.
Yeah. At this point, a good amount of the broken bases and stuff is been fixed up. That was something that you did a while ago, but it's the minor like cracks that are still in it.
Definitely be helping out with that.
Oh yeah, good thing.
Anyway, I can.
Okay.
Tharnac's good with everything.
All right, well then, I guess that's all you had to ask him. Just tell me if you find anything out about these that relates to us, because most of us have something important about us written on there.
Yeah,
I kind of want to know who wrote them.
I will figure that out.
How they knew a lot about us.
I would not rule out the fact that Cthulhu spoke to them directly. So that
Yeah, you were just stabbed down the hall from where these are written, though, so
that would be something.
maybe it's related to that.
Probably is.
There are spots of blood on it too, from the dude who was.
Yes, but whose?
Detect DNA.
Detect CSI tip.
I have a hunch.
Tharnac becomes cleric of divination. Cleric of divination? No, wizard. It's a wizard school. What am I on about?
Or you can become the new book, the Rogue Phantoms, who can like walk. You can ask dead people questions.
Speak with that is a spell.
That it is.
Mhm. Okay.
To be.
Well, push on throughout the day then.
Yes, sir.
Everybody. Okay. The day moves on. Pushing forward, it's nice. You have it's just another day, really, of traveling. You push through the small forest that you're in, and make it to about the edge of it by nightfall. Throughout the day, Theo, the same halfling, continues to pester you over and over about this dagger. His price does not waver. It is 50 gold. That's what he's going to pay you for it. And he seems to genuinely want it. On the road, there's a couple other things you're becoming more in tune to. The guy who was right in front of you before keeps getting some fucking glares from Oin for having his horse. So he's actually moved a further cart ahead, which has pushed another guy closer to you. This gentleman's rather unpleasant, tends to keep to himself a bit more. Sort of is a noble guy. Throughout the day, he's kind of whipping his horses. They're not really going fast enough. Stupid, sacks of meat.
Kill D&D Beyond. No bueno.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be treating them super well. Yeah, so that's kind of what's going on. So a lot of the days, kind of a little bit of annoyance from his shouting at the useless nags that are his horses. But aside from that, not much in the way of super insane developments. No attacks on the caravan. Those of you who are up for the latter half of the night, did you want to try to get a long rest in now, or did you just want to push through the day?
Kairon was
I don't really know where it would be possible to do so.
Both of your
Wagons.
yeah, both the people are willing to let you just take a nap on the fucking wagon seat next to him, or just sit in the back. You
sure.
don't have to walk the whole time. You can lay down.
Yeah, I guess Theo would take a long rest in the back, because he kind of pretty much almost died fighting the caravan. So
notably, Samardog's it's not the most comfortable thing at all. Samardog's wagon is rickety and bumps along all the time. So it's not the most restful of sleeps, but because you keep getting jostled awake every so often. But
yeah,
there's enough for a long rest if you want.
Theo grew up on the streets, so
Yeah,
I may have killed D&D Beyond by rolling 2,600 208 dice. If it comes back, I'll hit that button.
All right,
Sorry,
Kairon.
I rolled 1,308 d100s. So there's 2 dice in that.
Why would you do that?
Because I have a rapid fire button. I was just sitting here holding it down on the over the d100 while we were waiting. I'm gonna have to restart it. I want to see the result.
Kairon, are you resting as well or no?
Ugh.
Yeah, he's just gonna keep riding until we get to our next destination.
Okay.
Gen
Make
back
a
my one spell
con
slot.
save for me. Constitution saving throw.
Don't fall off your horse.
13. It's 14.
14. Okay.
Unfortunately, I did not know the result of the dice that I rolled.
By nighttime, you are quite tired. There isn't a bunch of laborious work throughout the day though, and there are a good amount of short rests that you take along the way. So it's manageable. You are kind of tired, but you don't have exhaustion. It's just you're doing all right, but bit just a wee bit out of it compared to being at your best. All right. As evening arrives, I will ask the following. We can hop into like a chill evening time right now if you want, or if you want to take like a short break now instead, and then come back and hit it off for the evening.
Either works for me.
I'm done to do a chill evening first and then take the break.
Okay.
Yeah.
I say his bathroom, but I can do that whenever.
Yeah.
What I'm hearing is I have enough time to place an order for food, and then by the time the break is up or almost over, I can get the food.
Probably depends on how fast. How much time do you need for the food to get here? Because we can keep talking for that long.
Probably a total of like 30 minutes at most.
Oh, he's sitting on camera too. This is no bueno.
Oh God!
This officially just got real.
Oh.
So I thought I'd present you with a nice little cozy environment for role playing. I was kind of expecting most discussion stuff to go on here, but here you go. Evening rolls around on the edge of the woods as the 20th day comes to a close. Each of you are given the option to get 10 extra gold for your payment this 10 day. You'd like that. So it is yours if you so desire it. Just make sure that if you are accepting the money, don't add it now. Or if you are accepting the money, add it now. If you're not accepting it, note that you're not accepting it so you can receive it later.
I'll just take it now.
Why not?
Okay. Everyone's at 10 gold pieces. So.
Alright, I'll take it too.
All right. By the way, throughout the day, Tharnac Lita has been spending most of her time with you. She is a caravan guard, specifically for a wagon. Actually, surprisingly enough, she is one of the guards for the wagon of the noble that is right in front of you.
Oh.
So she is occasionally on duty throughout the day, but the proximity of these two, it actually is very helpful because she can be with you pretty much for all of the day to help you out with training in your particular arts. With that, what am I about? Words. Yeah, she notably spends a good amount of time with you even throughout the day. You get the sense that whenever she's not on duty, she's probably hanging out with you guys. So you are being taught quite a bit, and technically, since it is evening, are any of you guys working on your proficiencies at this point? I just have you all around this campfire here.
I feel like
Um,
for most of my proficiencies, they kind of have to be done like while we're moving. So probably not here.
I will be working on my herbalism kit probably right now.
So
I figured
presuming all
Kairon
this-
would be working a little bit on the thieves tools stuff. But if he's gotten that part down, then he's going to be working with Blaze some more.
At this point, throughout this night, gentlemen, you, on the 20th night of your trip, receive your first half proficiency.
Hey,
So
we
whatever
did
that
it.
translates to you for, the first third of your 3 is now in your possession. So
My mom's gonna be so
Then
proud.
So then, does that mean since I already have partial
We-
proficiency on
Mhm.
thieves tools?
yeah, we broke yours into 3. Remember, so yes, thieves tools you get. So you receive thieves tools now. The other
Okay.
half proficiency is spent helping Tharnac, and then the one remaining one was training Blaze. So you got thieves tools now.
How do I add that to the character list? Do I just have to like put that as a note?
For healers, sorry,
The herbal-
herbalism kit, there should be a proficiencies tab. If it's
Yeah.
possible to mark it as half proficiency, then yeah.
I'll see if I
Um, specifically for you guys to know, there is a section in the bottom of your skills tab which allows you to add a skill.
Yeah,
So-
I have mine for thieves tools.
Yeah. So if you have thieves tools, I'd say I recommend you put it in there. Say like thieves tools, and then give yourself proficiency in that, or half proficiency, or a brewer's kit or herbalism kit. Again, it's just at the bottom of this skill table. I was
Where
kind of
is-
gonna wait till you guys went to sleep, but I figured, technically speaking, now is the
Where's
time. you
land
would have received it.
vehicle in proficiencies? It's not it's not a weapon or armor. So you think it's a tool?
So
Maybe
it doesn't
a
let me say half, but if I click on it, I can put like a note. So I just put half.
You might be able to
It-
change
you
them.
sh-
You can
you
probably
should-
override the modifier if you want.
Oh, I have it just under like proficiency in languages.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So it's specifically the skills tab that you want to look at to give yourself this, so you actually know what is added to your roll whenever you roll.
Okay.
Because it doesn't just automatically pop up. But if you wanted to add it to the proficiencies, so you know you're proficient in it, that's
Oh, I get to ban someone today.
okay.
Oh?
Let's see.
Become
Haha.
famous. I'm gonna unban him.
Wait,
cuts
no,
been
tell me
suspended.
more.
I just
the
want to know how do you
cut-
become famous. All right.
How do I know? By all the Twitch followers.
Oh Jesus.
Setting the scene here a little bit, if you guys would like.
It's not in
There
tools.
are people scattered all around this scene. If you wish to talk to anybody, you can talk to anyone in this scene, if you'd like. Specifically, well, I'll wait it out, but I will make a note for you specifically, Zombie. I did use the dwarf miniature whenever we were whenever you played Arndule.
Okay.
I forgot about the fact that I actually had a half-orc miniature, so my half-orc fighter Scar, the miniature for him is now used for Arndule, and he is on the board if you wish to talk to him. So
Sweet. Okay. Well, Hal's gonna go over and get some food. That's what Hal's gonna do.
okay. By the way, this is the bar cart, just so you're aware.
That's sick.
Sure you know.
Hal might be a frequent customer.
Yeah, everyone's just kind of camped out. There is some liveliness going around. This is Lita, by the way, next to you, and the guard from last night's endeavor. Also, we got Martin. I'll
Hey.
go over to get
Where did
some
you
food
large
from
snake?
bar cart.
Martin.
Yeah, he's stretched out.
Yeah, concrete.
I brought back some old classical miniatures that haven't been seen for a minute. This one.
Martin, the fucking tie thing.
So yeah, stepping up to the bar cart, Hal, you pass right next to the dude who has been pestering Theo all day. You've seen him. He is currently sitting at the table, this halfling, and eating some bread and drinking some ale. This is a very interesting construction, by the way, because I don't think I ever went into the construction of the bar cart, and I will now that you're there. The back of it is a think of like a pickup truck, how you can pull down the back.
Yeah.
Just like that, but the back is actually a table, which
that's cool.
unfolds as well, and it just creates like a long table.
You've ever seen those like those like really extravagant tailgating trucks that you see? That's what I imagine. I mean, I've never seen one in person. I've just seen the ones on like online.
It's kind of boxed in a little bit. I only have a back wall here, so you can see what's going on, but there's a roof and a wall in the front as well. And there's a window where he tends to people. One of the guards next to him is a dwarf who is kind of keeping tabs, keeping watching everyone, make sure none sus happens.
That's all sus, man.
She's very experienced. She's done this a lot, and she just kind of carries herself that way. That she knows her shit. So she's a bit tough for a dwarf. Well, I mean, kind of.
I may or may not have tried to roll 400 D100.
I tried that, but I ran. I rolled 2,612. So,
my screen is crashed.
I may have done the same earlier. Gonna lie. Not.
How's just gonna be his charming self? Talk up the people around, be social, try to get a chuckle out of the very experienced lady if possible.
And you want do you want to talk to them, or do you just kind of want to?
Hal's pretty a social person. He's gonna get his food, but he's also gonna like talk and exchange, some stories about trails and nothing too incriminating, but just like,
Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah. She you've seen her before. She is a guard of this particular wagon, and she, talks herself up. Well, she doesn't seem to be of a few words, but if you tell a good enough joke, you can get a chuckle out of her. Bait himself as, prepping stuff. What are you ordering? You're ordering some food, some alcohol.
Yeah, like a decent meal, and a little bit of ale. Nothing too crazy, but just to get that social buzz.
For sure, it is.
Not that Hal really needs it, but he sees other people drinking, he's gonna get involved.
Totally provided.
I guess I don't know what Theo's gonna do.
I'll hop on.
He'll probably get some food. He's kind of awake because he's slept a lot of the drive, but
Tharnac's probably already still working on his herbalism kit with what's her face,
Lita.
but offers to get them a drink.
Oh shit! Get that liquid courage going.
Make a persuasion check for me.
Persuasion check. Jeremy, load it up again.
Or an intimidation.
Oh shit! Not intimidation. That's called intimidational harassment.
Intimidation's for later.
I mean, it would work.
Oh,
That's sexual harassment, and that's not okay. Or peer
Unless she's-
pressure.
Unless she's into it. Okay, you said persuasion?
yep.
Ah, fuck yeah, +5.
Okay.
Pull up the fucking dice.
I'm gonna roll 3 million dice while I wait.
God, no, why?
I started something that I can't stop.
That's a 7.
I did 200 last time.
Lita just kind of looks to you, arms folded, looks you up and down for a minute. Yeah, I could use a stiff drink.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Kind of nods as she, her gaze just kind of follows you. You heading over to the bar cart with Al?
Yeah.
Pass by some interesting people. Looking over, Theo, you hear the harsh nobleman who was in front of you in the cart earlier. In the cart in front of, well, technically 2 carts ahead of you, because I believe Owen's cart was in front of Sammerdog's. You just hear this noble cry out in frustration as he's currently engaged in a game of cards. That's not fair. You cheated, fucking bird. As you see, Commodore actually snatches up a bag and flies it over to you. He flies over with this bag and just kind of looks at you for a second, eyes you, and then flies over to Kairon.
It's like, okay, good job, buddy.
Kairon.
Pay for the trip somehow.
Commodore comes to you with a bag in his mouth, a small brown bag that kind of a little jingling. He sets it on the floor and looks up at you.
Karen's gonna swing the bag of holding around and be like, and open it up and be like,
He picks it up and throws it in the bag.
Chiron closes it up.
He was gonna be like, that's the best. This man might not be happy at me.
Best part about it is you have no idea how much money it is.
No, but I feel like it's a lot. I can tell. I rolled 200 D100s. Can that be the total? It'd be 10,705 gold pieces.
He's completely clear for me. 100%.
Wait, how much? How much?
I rolled 200 D100s and I got 10,705.
Oh god. It is actually I don't know if it's I don't know if you want to keep track of this, Kairon, or you could just write Commodore's winnings.
That's all I was gonna put in there.
Okay. Commodore respects the privacy because he flies back over to Theo.
Gonna give you a nod. He's gonna come to her. He's like, well, getting better at this, aren't you?
He just kind of nods.
I can imagine him like trying to play cards. If he's playing like a game they have to like check, I can imagine him slamming his head into the ground to check. Like, because you tap on the table, look at it just with his beak.
Check.
Oh
god.
The noble who is playing a game of cards with Commodore actually walks on over to you. This gentleman is, not super talkative, so he hasn't really had a whole bunch of interactions with anyone, really. It's specifically not you. And you're kind of getting the sense on why people don't really talk to him as he pushes up to you.
Ah, how are you doing today? I don't think I ever got your name.
My name? He responds in a second. I just need to make sure. Oh, yeah, okay. My name is Aldor.
Aldor.
Aldor Urnpulshis. Urnpulshurst. Sorry. That's my bad.
It's a hard name to pronounce.
He's very proper. Urnpulshurst. I'll have you know your bird is a thief.
Oh, you accuse my bird of being a thief. That is quite the accusation, considering he is a bird.
I have a question. I have a question.
That's pretty funny.
So unless
I have a question. Does Tharnac see this happening?
I am not done
I
yet.
assume you were walking away at this point, but sure, if you'd like to go there around that time.
Does Tharnac see anything like valuable, like a gold bag or anything on this man that's talking to Theo?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So
Oh shit! I rolled 200 d20s. I forgot.
I'm rolling 1,000 right now. My computer's actually surviving.
It's 1,931.
You
You
see
said
nothing.
what was it again? Perception.
Perception. Yeah.
I rolled 1,000 d20s.
What was that?
14.
14. He is flaunting excessive like jewelry and stuff like that. You sense at this point his money purse is kind of hidden away.
yeah.
Seeing as this bird is just fucking.
Can I send Balboa over to try and steal something valuable?
All right, Balboa is gonna need to make a sleight of hand check, which is
All right.
one of the weirdest things I think.
Because he does not have hands.
happened. Yeah.
That is a very weird thing to roll.
Dude was gonna say, well, Mr.
Sleight of mouth.
Ardor,
Yeah.
it's my bird is a very stand-up gambler, and
What was
unless
that? Is there any modifier for that? Sorry.
it's a dex based.
No, it's
Okay.
dex based.
So just the dex space for a poisonous snake?
Yep.
That's a
Please tell me it's that one.
That's a 19.
Fucking hell.
Oh no.
Please tell me Balboa gets away with this.
My computer
With the
just survived.
3, with the 3, Balboa, used to creeping on skin unnoticed,
That's true.
climbs on up this man's leg while Theo is while he's engaged in a heated conversation with Theo. He's he's grabbing the first shiny thing he sees.
Preferably try and see if he has any gold. Would be like what like Balboa would go for first. Or tell him to go for first. But presumably the most valuable thing he could see. That he
There
thinks
is
the
no
most valuable.
gold, but there is a silver chain that is kind of dangling from a back pocket.
If he can fully snatch that, then yeah. If like Martin has like or Balboa has like full like he can get away with it.
Well,
This is a sleight
Balboa
of snake check. He
pulls
doesn't-
pulls on the chain and he yanks it out, and you see I don't know if you're looking or not, but as a silver pocket watch flies out of his back pocket onto the ground with Balboa.
Holding on to it.
I
Balboa,
wonder what Theo has to say.
What?
how about
Oh, I know exactly what I'm gonna say going into this conversation.
Okay, and then once Balboa has it, he's just like returning immediately. He's just turning around and slithering the fuck out of there.
Is he going to you or going to?
He's going to me.
Okay.
I'm gonna have him come to me for this.
Alita is a guard who is technically responsible for this person, so she's making a perception check.
Who?
Alita. Who
But
gets
not
a
having-
fucking nat one?
Perfect.
No one sees this.
She probably sees it and just doesn't care.
Sneaky snake. Well, that's what I was gonna say. If she did succeed, she actually she would have let it slide.
Doesn't care.
In any case, yeah.
All right.
The chain's taken away. Where's Martin going?
Back to me. He's going on over by me.
Okay. Is he gonna be crawling up on you or?
Yeah, I'm gonna have him crawl back up to my my shoulder and then just have the pocket watch spit out and just like have. I'm assuming he like grabbed it, swallowed it, held it in his like throat, crawled back over it, comes up to me, spits out the front of the watch, and the chain is still in his throat. So I gotta pull it out. Just like, give me that.
Fair enough. You've stolen a noble's pocket watch.
Ugh.
Add a silver
Theo has
pocket watch
stolen
to your
probably all of
inventory.
his gold. Oh, sorry. Theo's bird has stolen all of his gold.
Not all of his gold, no.
No, but what he was willing to gamble away.
Anyways. I'll have
I'm
you
a mo-
know that bird has taken 15 platinum from me.
That's
Holy
quite-
shit!
Oh!
That is quite a bit of money ruined to gamble against the bird.
It's a bird.
Well, do we have some sort of problem here, sir?
All I want to know is this. Is your bird a druid?
No, he is not a druid.
He leans down to Commodore. Sir, if you are a druid, I would simply like to shake your hand. Commodore just kind of stares up at him, cocks his head.
Well, he just is really good at cards.
Well,
Fair.
if all your animals are as qualified as this bird is, I would like to make you an offer.
Not how I saw this conversation going, but continue.
Your horse. I would like to buy it off you to replace one of my useless nags. They're inefficient and time wasting. Burdens, really. I'd like to buy yours off you. I'll give you 20 gold pieces and whatever the bird earned.
What do you mean by that last part? Whatever the bird earned. He's already earned the money.
I will give you 20 gold pieces and forgive the bird.
The bird needs to forgive this. He's won the money fair and square. Unless you'd like to hear Longnose over there squawk on about how you lost to a bird.
He
He's blackmailing him. Jesus.
20 gold pieces.
$25 and you have yourself a deal.
Sure. He reaches out. 25 gold pieces.
All right.
Can do in the form of 2 platinum and 5 gold.
2 platinum. That's the wrong way around. 2 platinum, 5 gold. Not 5 platinum, 2.
Assume.
All right. Okay. Cool.
All right. The horse is a
So-
regular trained horse. I hope I'm waiting for when he realizes that I didn't train the horse.
Fair enough. He's just looking for another sack of meat to replace his.
I was
Yeah.
hoping Conrad would like stick out his wing.
Me too.
Something that you have heard about this guy from, and I didn't really give him much of an expose, but the little bit that you've heard from Longnose is that this guy is a lawyer in training. He's relocating from Baldur's Gate to anywhere that isn't Baldur's Gate, specifically intending to end up in Waterdeep. Gossip is that he was driven out by a scandal, which is hard to not believe. And he's you notice he's suspicious of everyone. He tends to make outrageous accusations at the drop of a hat, such as your bird being a thief.
Like a true lawyer.
Well, I mean, that one might not be wrong, but it's quite an accusation.
Fair. With that, he
You know, they say just because you did it doesn't mean you're guilty.
That's the other
Yeah.
motto.
so he takes Sylvester and turns in for the night.
You really just sold Sylvester.
Yeah, that's kind of sad, but I didn't really think about it.
That's fair.
At this point, Tharnac's gonna quickly go up to Theo and go, "Hey, I got a question for you,
Mm.
Theo.
What? Sure.
Do you ever just want to tell the time? You know, not have to look at the sun.
Occasionally.
You know, I will give you this pocket watch as I pull out the pocket watch for
Ah,
15 gold pieces.
yeah, I'm alright.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm alright.
All right, cool. Because I saw off the Nolman you were arguing,
I figured.
and I walked away.
I'm proud.
Martin, oh, I did.
Oh, I
with
guess they
that,
should wait. I guess they would say to Arno, if you don't need the horse by the end of the trip, if you're relocating, you probably don't need a horse after that. I can take him back for let's say you won't need him anymore. You don't know where to put for him. How about at the end of the trip if I give you 15 gold? Would that be enough to give him back at the end of the trip?
and my
No. I
Oh.
guess so.
Damn, I was really trying to sell this pocket watch for some cash.
what?
I was trying to sell the pocket watch to Theo.
Instead of a flat out purchase, because you need to maintain a horse. Once you get there, you're gonna need a place to keep him.
What?
What?
Stream's down again.
Stream's down?
Mm-hmm.
What can you do?
Cry in the corner of the shower repeatedly until
Rip
stream is playing.
stream.
Fair.
It was so
Yeah,
young.
so
Damn.
the
Yeah, because once you
Uh,
get there, of course, you'll need to maintain a horse, have a place for it to live, have a stable. That's a lot of upheaval cost to buy on a new law firm.
the cost isn't an issue, but sure, I can give you your horse back in exchange for some cash, provided it remains useful throughout the journey.
Oh, well, it hopefully should. It is a well-trained horse.
I sure hope you're right.
And if at any point you decide it's not, well, I'll be happy to take him back.
Very well.
Come horseback at the end of the trip.
Horseback.
Nice. Yeah, you have a valuable pocket watch on you right now.
Yeah.
So, just another silver pocket watch. At this point, by the way, you probably would have drinks. Both of you, Hal, and both of you. Lita's gonna walk up at this point and just gotta hold her hand out. I was expecting you would bring it to me and Not-
Join.
just walk
Sorry.
past, but
Sorry about that. I just need to say something to him real quick. But I was coming right there, and I hand her the drink.
I don't even say anything to me.
what?
No, he's talking to me.
Cheers.
Cheers.
He's gonna look at Commodore and say, "I love when people get what they deserve."
Commodore just kind of eyes you, and if a smile could creep onto a beak, um, with that, he Commodore actually kind of looks at you and kind of cocks his head like almost a question in his head. Looks over to Oin's cart.
Full of birds.
Mm-hmm.
Does he want to liberate all the birds? Is that what he's asking? I'm confused what he's asking.
That's not what he's asking, but I kind of like it more.
We'll have to do it at the end. All right, when we get there. We still can get more money off him for now.
Knocks his head a little further, and just flies over to the cage, and he just kind of uses his beak to lift up the tarp and snuggles down underneath the tarp with the rest of the birds.
I'm glad he's making friends. I was gonna invite him for drinks, so I'm gonna go get one myself.
All right.
There's gonna, I guess, walk over to Kairon because the two of them get. I don't know. He's gonna walk over there.
Which, by the way, Kairon, you have yourself a little blaze at your feet.
And I figure Kairon would have gotten some meat for dinner at this point, and he's going to be sharing his dinner with Blaze.
Blaze is happily eating meat. Hal, what was Hal doing?
How was just socializing, being friends to all, drinking and eating healthy amounts, nothing crazy.
For sure. You recognize, I guess you weren't there, but at this table is Thelios. I believe it was Thelios, right? Or was it Thelios?
I
The
don't
NPC,
know.
the NPC Austin played, the half-elf guard.
Oh, another half elf.
guard.
Jeffy
As well as
played.
Anzula is there as well.
Yeah.
The two of them are seated.
No, mine was half elf, I believe.
No, I'm referring to back in the
Oh,
troll attack.
back then. Okay.
Those two are buddied up and drinking at the bar cart. There is the other guard for the nobleman who has a bow and arrow, seems to be a ranger of some sort, as well as the teamster for the bar cart, the bartender himself, and the dwarf guard as well. The guard who went with you into the spider woods. He's actually right next to you at the moment, Kairon, just kind of seated on some of the logs. Zachary is just kind of kicked back there and seems to
And
just.
Kairon will be vibing with him.
By the fire.
Straight vibing.
If he'll probably walk over just to join, just because he doesn't know who to go over to.
And by the
Alright.
way, just for context, the way Kairon is feeding Blaze, instead of just letting Blaze have it right in front of him, Chiron's going to be like kind of teaching Blaze to somewhat go and attack, kind of. But he's going to have Blaze sit still. He's going to tell Blaze to sit. He's going to walk off about 20 feet and set the food down. And he's going to wait for like 20 seconds and then tell Blaze to come and get it and basically have Blaze attack the food, basically.
Well, I mean,
attack.
Early stages of attack, basically.
Make an animal handling check for me.
Because I do already have him knowing how to sit and stay, right? Like, I already have
Mhm.
that.
Oh, Sylvester is no longer tied up there. So just remove Sylvester. He's gone to the nobleman's cart.
Okay, I think I got a pretty good one. That's an 18.
18. Yeah, for sure. He knows the basics of sit and come, but sit and now taking what he knows about come and pushing attack as well was something that he was occasionally doing on his own now, but you're helping to create a distinction between it by actually saying attack and reinforcing that behavior. He is be happy.
And by the way, out of context, the way he's saying it, he is saying it in Infernal. He is training Blaze in Infernal. He's not training him in Common. Just for clarification.
Interesting.
Strange.
Okay.
It's like how you have like an attack dog in Siege of German.
Yeah, so no one can actually say attack and then fuck it up.
Yep.
So I'm hearing Tharnac can tell him to do
Train
shit
that way.
too.
If you understand the attack words, then yeah.
I mean, I speak
He
Infernal.
speaks Infernal. Fellow tiefling.
Okay, that's true. Kairon would be using more obscure words that he would have known from his homeland, but okay, that's fair.
Like
I'm from your homeland too, my guy. We think.
Possibly.
We think.
All right. Progressing through the night, Lita is happily observing your progress with a herbalism kit, which you are now able to make potions in double the amount of time that you normally would be able to. So like, yeah, it takes twice as long, but you can make a potion at this point.
Wait, has he officially made his first potion?
I'm gonna need you to spend the money. It would be double the amount of monetary cost as well, since it's half proficiency. So you have to have enough to fuck up. So 2 times the normal cost of crafting a potion. So 100 gold pieces and 2 10 days, which is appropriate. So you have made your first potion. Or technically it's half a 10 day. So it's 1 full 10 day to make a potion.
So 100 gold.
At this point, I believe it, unless making a potion is 25, which I could be mistaken on. I'm pretty sure it's 50 gold pieces. But yeah, you would have made your first one.
I'm gonna check on that because I think it depends on the thing
On the
itself.
rarity. But
Yeah.
I'd assume you're only going for common at this point.
Well, no, because I
Please.
can make any potion.
Yeah, but they have different prices probably.
Specifically, potions of healing is what herbalism kit is oriented towards. But you technically could, if you had it would take a lot to be able to make other types of potions. That's really where specialists come in. But herbalism kit is mostly potions of healing. If you
100
wanted
gold.
to try to make another potion, you're going to have to talk to people who can supply you with materials for that.
Okay. So 100 gold. Right? Do I remove that now
yeah.
or later?
And part of that is costs for training Lita, so it is a fair price, as she is helping you with materials and stuff like that. So,
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
So am I removing that now?
Yes. And you can add a common potion of healing.
Yes.
So you have a start.
How to make alcohol now?
That's true. You can make shitty alcohol in
It'll get you drunk.
twice as long.
I'm making skull.
Congrats, you can make a skull.
So I added.
Which, by the way, yeah, you've had plenty of time with the bartender, so he's very well recognized.
It loves me. I'm his prodigy, his boy.
Wait, does a herbalism kit also help me make alcohol?
No, herbalism kit would help you like trim bushes and maybe might assist you in the identification of certain types of plants, just a little bit. But mostly it's crafting health potions and maintaining gardens and stuff like that.
Ha, nerd. Wants to keep a garden.
Even in a world of chaos and destruction, gardens are still important. All right.
Come on.
With
Especially
those-
to a Cthulhu worshiper.
Yeah.
He's gonna use the bodies of all the people he murders for fertilizer.
Fertilizer.
We use the parts that we don't use in the ritual as fertilizer, and then we actually live off a plant-based diet mainly because
You killed a
most
giant deer.
food we use is either for sacrilege or parties. So any like day-to-day stuff we use, it's mainly a plant.
You know, fair enough, I guess.
Your culture never ceases to fascinate me. Oof, I've only got one in, and I'm already. All right. Wow.
You don't know nothing about me, do you?
Only what you've copiously shared.
Hi, name's Tharnac Kalu, Tiefling Warlock, worshiper of Cthulhu. And this is Marin, and then
Tharnac, we've been working together for 2 days now. I know who you are.
He just does this, all right?
Well,
It's habit for him.
We're working together for 20
making
days.
sure it's out there for when Cthulhu awakens. When the glorious day comes.
Stream is still down, by the way.
I think we gave up on stream.
We-
Hey Kairon! I made a health potion.
Chug.
I'm not gonna be the first one to try it.
You know, that's
Not
fair.
me.
That's actually great. Hold on, there is a potion mishaps table I want to run real quick just in case.
Not gonna be
just to see
me.
if something happens. You won't know, but I'll know, and it'll be fun.
It's like the wild
The
magic
person
table.
has side effects that last for longer than 1 hour. Please contact your doctor.
I will say that actually, if you want to try to make a potion in the normal time it would take a potion, I'll roll on potion mishaps just in case, to see if it does in fact go wrong.
So you can either be safe and have it take
but
a while.
yeah.
When Gil was
Exactly.
here, or
So
Gal,
you can
what
be
was his
safe
name?
and go.
Gil.
Gil. When Gil was
Gilbert.
here, we
Gil.
definitely could have made it if you have a resurrection lasting longer than 2 hours.
Please contact a licensed medical professional.
If you have a resurrection lasting longer than 2 hours, we consult.
No, I'm not a doctor. I'm just a necromancer.
He was a great.
Oh, great time for a break.
Oh, that's perfect.
Good
My
call. I need
food,
bathroom.
my food like just got here.
It's perfect.
Oh, okay. Is there anything else you guys want to do before break, or should we pick up the rest of the evening? Or are you guys happy to let the evening fade away?
I'm
and
liking
keep
this
pushing?
evening vibe, to be honest.
Yeah,
I'm good.
I thought it would be fun.
I'm good with
throughout-
either, but this is fun.
Real quick, throughout the evening, Tharnac has been getting him and I want to keep saying Leia, but it's Lita, right?
Lita.
Lita drinks.
Oh, he's put on the moves.
All right. She is actually very happy with that. She loves a good drink. She recounts her desires to head north to Neverwinter, where the chill is in the air, and maybe even considering going so far north as to perhaps visit Icewind Dale and the far north reaches, just to feel the cold.
Well, in that time, I can keep you warm.
Oh shit!
And break.
Oh shit!
Face.
Oh, he's putting on the moves.
Make a persuasion check. Just make a persuasion check. We'll see.
I didn't know Tharnac knew what this was.
Tharnac knows cuddling.
What do you think
16.
What do you think he and Kyle did?
And we'll find out what happens after the break.
Next
Okay.
time on D&D stream. Ooh, that's new.
Hello. I'm
Hello.
sure we back now. So
So where the
how you
fuck?
doing?
I was like, where the fuck is that sound coming from? I realized it was a stream. I was like,
Oh,
I was
you have
not
the stream
expecting. Yeah. I usually
There we go. It works now.
do have the stream open.
Welcome back, stream. Welcome
Yay,
back.
stream, we resuscitated you. I'm sorry that you died because I can't really do shit about it.
Now
That's
I'm
what it is.
dying.
We resurrected the stream.
We might have to figure out if somebody else can try to stream it for a week, and I don't know, maybe I can just do a recording normally, or if somebody else wants to stream it and record it, we'll just see. Hey, Jeffy or Zombie. I
Could
think
be.
Zombie said he wanted to do it. Whatever you want to do.
I mean, I
Okay,
can
yeah.
if someone has to. It's fine.
The other benefit to that is, like I was saying a long time ago, you guys can zoom in on stuff that you're interested in, and it'll actually like
Show
pop
up on
that
stream.
Yeah, so that'd be cool. I
Whose
don't know.
microphone dying?
Not mine.
Was it me?
Somebody's microphone was dying for a second.
I don't think so.
I heard
I
it
heard it too.
too.
I think it might be Zombie. Yeah, it's Zombie.
Wait.
That connection, man. Curse connection.
1 sec. Let me just restart everything real quick.
I don't think you need to. I think it's just literally just the wire is getting staticky.
I'm hearing static though, so
Yeah, but it could be.
Oh.
Could be
Connector,
because
probably.
yeah.
my connector looks fine.
Unplug it and plug it back in.
I just did. Okay, what's up?
The little adapter thing. Okay. So we're returning. Are we continuing with the night, or the evening, I should say, as is? Or are we pushing forth through the night into the morning? Or how are we going about? What do you guys want to do?
Whatever else anyone wants to do.
I mean, Kairon, how much else he's gonna do other than continue?
The static is groovy.
Oh, it's a fucking campfire.
Oh,
All of y'all idiots. All of you.
No, but I heard a
Well,
much
okay,
stronger
I did
static.
actually see your
was
side light up for a second.
It was worse at some point.
Yeah, it was much louder.
It did sound like a mic issue for the air.
somebody's like, oh, there wasn't.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna try to do. We're
Nothing.
we're
was
gonna
in-
see if it helps stream to not have a stream camera running, but instead use this other one. Nope, that's a top down. Whoop, immersion being broken.
My immersion.
I actually specifically set this week up to be a very I actually intentionally used the placement of the camera only having one placement to make it better. In my opinion. Basically using the stationary camera to the advantage as opposed to a disadvantage. I thought it was cool, but as you can see, this half, or as you saw, that half of the board is pretty much empty, and then got cool shit. So thought it would be fun. Anyway, so any other things you guys want to do? Tell me here.
I mean, how's good? How's just making friends, being social.
Yeah, Theo's probably just gonna grab a
Oh, yeah.
drink, grab some food. I don't really know what else to do.
Oh, okay, wait. Real quick, what kind of juices does this place have?
Oh, what?
Juices does like the bar guy.
Yeah, just out of curiosity.
He is particularly interested in selling ale, and the ale that he does sell, whenever he comes across like a water, well or something, he can stock up his kegs that are empty with water and sell water as well. He doesn't really sell juices. That's not his specialty. It is just ale.
Does anybody sell juices?
Got the herbalism people.
In this cart, no. The likeliest person to have much experience with fruit is either Lita, who has access to herbalism materials, or I mean there are some people who look like some interest in it, but there is a female moon elf merchant who has a wagon full of wood which is actually what Zachary Stone is guarding. He's guarding her cart. Her name is Edrihil Luel. Edrihil Luel. Yeah, exotic wood from the jungles of Chult for some master carpenters and cabinet makers of Waterdeep to turn into exquisite furniture. She's pretty much the exact opposite of Bade Sheppel in temperament. She's impatient with people, exacting about her wagon, and doting on her animals. She seems to be mostly invested in transporting wood, though, but you'd imagine she's had experience with exotic fruit in her time, seeing as the jungles of Chult, which are down off the continent to the south, is its own interesting situation. Yeah. You can't really find anyone who's particularly interested in selling juices on this adventure, unfortunately.
Hal will save it for another time.
Okay.
Thornic is concerned.
There are stops along the way, so you might have luck if you keep asking. But
Okay.
currently in this group, no, it's kind of a bunch of hard asses, to be fair.
Fair
Except for
enough.
the ones that aren't. Yeah. Another thing, actually, that you notice, Hal, is as you're walking around, moving from person to person, you feel the warmth of the campfire. It's very nice, and it's soothing. But pretty much your entire life, there's this feeling when you walk away from a fire of suddenly the cold air creeping in, and you feel almost, chilly. You don't feel that when you walk away from a campfire. Your internal warmth remains, as the cold doesn't really seem to affect you.
Oh, never bothered me yet.
Okay.
Chose silver ancestry just to make that joke.
I didn't even make the joke, but
And,
It would have been great though.
yeah.
okay, that's interesting. That's new.
Huh, neat.
You're resistant to cold damage.
I know that. But Hal would
It's
not
just a
probably.
wee bit
Trying to
extra.
stay in the story.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I was saying Hal would be like, that's new. Is it very noticeable, or is it just like, eh?
It's just one of those things that you're kind of registering, where at first you don't really get what the fuck is wrong, but like, it's supposed to be a cold night, right? Like, there's a dude over there who's got, a jacket on, and you're perfectly, you're going strong. Like, you're temperate. It's like,
Good to know.
Oh.
Okay.
starting to get a feeling for what Lita talks about all the time with, where's the real cold?
Damn, I'm never gonna feel it now.
Jesus.
Oh. Yeah. All right. Theo,
Yeah.
popping back to you for a minute. Once again, your good friend, Losvius Longnose, the halfling who is very interested in your dagger, returns again.
Again, always.
50
always
gold for the dagger. Final offer.
I think I'm gonna hold on to it for now. I don't want to waste your time.
There's a little bit of spite in his eyes. Fine.
We should be extra careful with this dagger.
Okay. He just kind of glances back. He's taking here's move. Comes over and good day to you, sir. Walks off back to. Okay.
That's great.
I don't even want to know. I'm so glad I found out.
I don't want to know.
I've been like 20 minutes during the break on that.
You need to send that into public memes just because it's a fucking laugh.
I think the name
Alcohol
is
is
my
life.
favorite. My
It's like,
favorite.
how long did that take to make?
So long. I tried using a new software, so
Hal was trying to make mixed drinks. 'Cause he has shitty alcohol.
see like the name though.
Alcohol.
Brewers
pretty funny.
is specifically the I believe it's more about the process of actually like making alcohol.
Yeah.
Like less of like mixing drinks and more of like making it. If
Yeah.
you want to shift your emphasis to that though, you should totally be clear about that.
No, it's more like how it's just been making alcohol, but it's just been shit. So it's like, how can I save it?
Fate'll teach you a few tricks. Furthermore, you've spent plenty of time in a bar in your youth, so you're good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm chilling. Oh,
So is he.
But he's not.
Need to reinstall my computer.
just
Reinstall.
wipe it.
Just need to download my RAM.
Just
Here
down
it
the
is.
more dedicated wham for your Minecraft over.
Dedicated wham.
More dedicated
Help
wham.
in this situation. I don't think it would.
You like the loot on the bottle though?
That's a good.
It was good.
That's solid.
It was still a little lost, but you know.
Took way too long to make.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how long did that take?
I feel like that shouldn't have taken that. That's my guy.
Well, I'm not very good at Photoshop. I'm not even using Photoshop. I'm using the free version of a program that's a copy of Photoshop.
Oh.
It does the job.
Jeffy. No.
Because I saw what you were doing.
So, I was gonna get some water, but guess not.
Fuck your water.
I forgot about it. My bad.
Fuck your water.
Go get some
Did the
water.
stream go down again?
No, I think so.
It's up for me.
It's down for me. Whatever.
It's up for me.
Anyway,
Any question?
Any quick?
yeah. The okay.
What now?
Yeah. Okay. What are you guys doing?
I guess since there's an over by Kairon, be like, you got a Commodore's gift, Commodore's bag.
Yeah, I've got it tucked away safely in the bag of holding.
You should make sure it stays there. That feeling, I think we'll be all right. But
Oh, don't worry. As long as I'm a hold of it, it's gonna be under my armor.
a strong feeling that man does not like me.
Oh, just from sitting there listening to him, I have a strong feeling he doesn't like much of anything.
That's probably fair. It is. He did lose a significant amount of money to a bird, so
Well, he seems dull enough to be that way.
well. How's the training going with Blaze?
It's going pretty good. Check this out. and he's gonna take probably like one last piece of the meat that he had, and do the trick one more time with Blaze.
Okay. What's Blaze's attack modifier?
Attack modifier.
Oh no.
Kill this thing of meat.
Let's see. What is it? What do you mean by attack modifier?
I'll roll it in the future, but he should have a claw attack, or is it bite attack?
It is
believe it's just
his bite attack +2 to hit.
Okay. Yeah. So with a 17, then he charges forth and chomps down on the meat, and you see him just ferociously like tearing it up and shaking it. And then he just kind of bites and swallows it, and looks back up to you. Tongue sticks out.
And Kairon's gonna motion him back over to him.
He hops on over dexterously. As a matter of fact, as time has passed, his walking has become very consistent. He's able to move consistently. He's not falling as much anymore. You see, he is a good amount larger than when you first found him. Yeah, he's still a tiny creature. He hasn't quite hit a small level just yet, but that'll come with time, you're sure. But as of now, still kind of tiny, but definitely he's growing up from being a baby. He's not quite there just yet, but you can tell he's on the edge.
Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, it looks like it's going well then.
Yeah, I think one day, not quite yet, but one day he'll be a very helpful companion.
Ah, well. You can hope. I just want to get done with this caravan.
I agree.
How much time do we got left anyway?
We're only what, halfway through that?
Is what it's. How long is the trek? Like,
It's like 50 some odd weeks.
Yeah, it
Not-
depends on what's going on. The general thought process is it's probably going to be about 2 months. The estimated time schedule is maybe 40 days, optimistically or pessimistically.
Oh, 50 days, not 50 weeks.
yeah, I was gonna say, damn, that's like a whole year.
Did I say weeks? No.
No, I said weeks at first. I meant days.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I think this is the longest I've been gone without being in a major city. I don't like it.
Well, it's miles better. Well, I say that. It's somewhat better than being on a ship for a long, long time. Even
At
though
least-
being on a ship, you at least have a dry place to sleep a lot of the time.
After our last boat voyage, I'm kind of done with ships.
Well, that wasn't a ship.
Well, that was a boat. What's?
That was a boat. That was a dinghy compared to what I've traveled on.
Well, not all of us are nobles from faraway land.
Well, I mean, you don't have to be a noble to travel by vessel.
That's true.
You remember the boat that the boat of the man that lent us that little small, the ship of the man that lent us that small boat to go to the Cloakwood?
Right. I forgot his name, but I remember you talking about.
Yes.
It's Candlestock, if I'm not wrong.
Candlestock. Yes.
Candlestick?
Candlestock.
Kind of suck.
I'm a
That's right.
genius.
Yes, that was my good friend Captain Candlestock's boat.
Also, I feel
which-
like you and Karen were talking about this kind of privately.
No, I was just saying it out of character.
no, I
You
mean
guys-
without Zachary Stone standing there.
Yeah, that was my good
Christine
friend.
would not have said
Captain-
if he was a noble if he saw that there's someone standing between the two of them.
Oh,
That's true.
I can move him out of the way.
Yeah, this is probably more of a private conversation.
Yeah, he would have gone on to the table.
Because I would not announce.
I'm just telling great
Nope.
stories over here.
Totally into it.
Are
But
the,
yes, that
are the
large,
chat bots supposed to be on?
What?
Chat
No,
box Twitch stream.
the bot didn't load earlier, so I didn't mess with it.
Okay.
Stream issues.
All right.
Issues in the stream.
Well, hopefully everyone's done this trek. I mean, hopefully it goes fast. Don't run into too many more problems. Yeah, the ship.
Yeah, I'm just ready to be done with all of this. It's been such a long journey so far. I'm just ready to get there.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, at least we're doing things. I guess you're not half bad with the thieves tools now. That's always good.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how I can use that against this damn cultist, as he says it kind of quietly.
Yeah, well, maybe you can get out of chains a bit easier next time with that. That's what it's good for.
I think I probably could have broken out last time if I'd had these.
Oh yeah, well,
Well,
don't want to have
actually,
that.
technically, I actually had them, but
Well, you have the tools, but having the tools
I
and
just
just knowing how to use them are different. Well, yeah, I don't really know how to continue that conversation. So,
About what time is it in the evening?
At this point, it's I don't know. You know, it's time's been going on. It's probably, I mean, relatively late. People are things seem to be dying down a bit. It's yeah. There seems to be a lot of merriment tonight. You know, at you know, having these woods in the background and you know, not an active threat anymore. The return of horses safely. People are happy tonight, so they're up a little later than usual. But people are beginning to get some rest.
Okay. Well, Chiron's probably going to go ahead and begin to set up his tent kind of close to the fire because Chiron is probably a little bit chilly.
There.
Kidding. Kidding.
Peasant.
yeah, Theo probably used to sleeping in the cold, from being on the streets for a while. Still wants to go by the fire because it's still nicer.
Mm-hmm. All right. You guys are able to pitch up for the night.
Chiron's going to look over at Tharnac and be like, I'll let you take first watch tonight.
Gotcha.
Theo will probably take first watch because he slept on the drive.
Lita just kind of falls around. Well, I presume I have first watch as well. And she just kind of looks over at you, Tharnac, and then glances over at the nobleman's cart. Perhaps we can still chat.
Would love to.
She gets up and what do you do, gents? Walks over and makes her way over to the nobleman's cart. On her way, she slapped Hal on the shoulder as she walks. Just kind of, just a tap, sort of acknowledgement as she departs. Yeah. Okay. What's that?
I'm dying. I don't know why.
Well,
This guard is going to sleep. They share a cart and his second watch. Zachary's learned to not sleep on the job, so he's
Good
gonna
man.
be awake for a while. And one of these two, either Arndule or Thelios, is going to go to sleep. We'll say Arndule first. Okay. So as things begin to quiet down for the night, I don't have more tents to pitch, so
Who gets to be the big spoon?
there we go.
I'll be the big.
You wish.
Sigh.
And
Tharnac,
just for
are you making-
clarification, tonight Kairon will only be sleeping without his boots on.
Full armored.
Only without his
Or-
boots on?
Hey, does that mean full armored or just boots?
That's full without boots.
I swear, last session, whenever you said Chiron rushed out with like puts his boots on and rushes out, I thought that's what you meant. Like
Just boots. It's an intimidation
I
tactic. You've
fucking
been seen one
died.
naked.
I
He
wanted to
said
say
it-
something in the moment, but it didn't
It's intimidation.
scare him away.
My man's playing 4D chess.
All right, so Tharnac going on watch.
Mm-hmm.
Roll seduction.
No, that's next.
That's for
Um,
Tharnac.
Yeah. Okay.
Later on.
Hal, anything you want to do while you're staying up, or are you just gonna head to watch?
I can't hear you.
There's nothing that Hal really wants to do, to be honest.
Okay. So then I'll shut off the camera. We'll say that night progresses.
Theo's probably going to watch first.
All right. Oh, I thought Theo was going to sleep first.
Oh, it doesn't matter to me. He had to sleep like the whole way here, so.
I just knew you pitched the tent, so okay.
Oh, okay, that's fine
Hal,
with me.
do you want to sleep first, or do you
Yeah, Hal can sleep first. That's cool with Hal.
well, I mean, I've been messing with the minis, but they don't really need that. Yeah. Anyway, cool. So, okay. I guess in that case, Tharnac, time for your series of persuasion rolls.
Alright. I'm the D&D dice right now.
Get her done.
Let's
Going up the ladder.
Wait,
Actually,
before Hal
instead
goes,
of me,
before Hal goes to sleep, he wants to give Thornton inspiration.
Yes!
okay. What a guy!
These are the moves that I pulled out in the past.
You have a no card. These are all the moves I've used in the past. Make me proud, brother.
Rips out a piece of paper.
Tharnac intensely.
Say these words to her and no one can resist you.
Oh god.
From a bard? Fair.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's also combat inspiration, so things go really wrong. Like, you got this.
All right. Cool. Good to know. Good to know.
It lasts for 10 minutes, to be fair, but we'll handle it.
So does Tharnac.
You don't know.
Damn.
Oh.
He's had some practice with Kyle.
Oh, is that canon? It's canon. It's canon now.
All right.
Not, it's not good. Oh,
I
Right,
almost
and
want
then
to give
Hal's gonna-
inspiration, but I'm not gonna.
And then Hal's gonna go to sleep.
come on. That was good.
It was. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do instead of me rolling each time. It's gonna be an increasingly higher DC with each roll.
Gotcha.
So we'll start low and we'll make our way up.
Okay.
Okay. Persuasion check. Numero uno. What you got?
That's a nat 20.
All right. She down. She down. Hella set at the very least. So you win.
Baby girl.
Make another.
What's your name?
Can I play a song?
I'm concerned about this song
Well,
choice.
What was that?
That's a 12.
12. That's also a success. Okay. What was, just for reference, what was the first number when with everything added? You had a nat 20 plus modifier was what?
25.
Yeah.
So 25 was the first one, and then a 12.
25, 12. That's all right. 5, 10. Next roll. Persuasion.
Shit. That's an 8.
8. Okay.
But I'm gonna use the bardic inspiration.
Which is still a D6, right? It doesn't go up to a D8 because you took a level in sorcery.
Correct.
Okay,
So it's a D6.
D6.
Yeah. It's a D6.
So 13.
13. You're better off than you would have been after your proposition. She's not quite there yet. But yeah. Tharnac, there you two do spend the night, but you don't you guys essentially made out a good amount throughout the night, but she kind of sobers up a bit whenever you proposition further.
That's harsh.
That's a
Something.
bit much right now, you know. First night. Well deserved. This is Dungeons and Dragons.
Something that used to be red on Tharnac is now slightly bluer.
Oof.
Oh, yeah. My boy. My poor boy.
You aren't totally rejected, my mans. It's just
I know.
no, not no.
Trust me, Tharnac's not done trying.
A persistent
fair.
motherfucker.
What?
He's a persistent motherfucker.
You're right.
Turns out Lita's a gut now.
Well, I mean, there was the experimentation with Kyle.
What song is this?
In any case, yeah. So you guys,
So confused what we're listening to right now.
few too many drinks are had. Some things.
And we were worried about Twitch copyright notifications.
Yeah, well, hold on. Yeah, I got a fucking email today about this. Please remove that for future reference. I literally went on a full rant about how my Switch can be taken down by using copyrighted music. So please shut it down.
I was not there for that.
So now you know.
Yeah.
Please shut
Not if we make it transformative in some way. We'd fall into fair use.
Nope, still gets DMCA'd.
Not legally. You could go to court and win.
DMC doesn't care.
Yeah, they don't.
All right. Well, with that, Tharnac goes your night, bud. Tharnac and
I'm really
Lita
dying right now.
sitting in a caravan.
Caravan.
Uh,
Gas.
He's
It's a
not-
caravan, not a carav cannot. That's dumb.
Okay. Hal's on. Wait, Hal was on first watch, or
I went to sleep.
Oh, Hal went to sleep. Theo
Oh,
went
yeah,
to
okay, then I'm on first watch.
sleep.
Yeah,
Okay,
you just
so-
slept.
That's what I said, and then you said, oh, you can go sleep. I was like, all right, whatever. I'll
Okay.
I'll go first watch.
So that's first watch is spent with conversation and healing potion practice and some flirting in between. Hal,
Healing
you're,
potion practice.
you're sitting there listening to your man. Technically speaking, because you were awake and listening to him, you could actively give him inspiration on each roll for future reference. But
muted.
The one I gave it to him didn't work, so I did my best.
yeah. So it could have helped in other situations. But yeah, he did use it, and it didn't get him over. But it is helpful. So if you want to in the future, you can continuously give inspiration.
Good to know.
So long
Good
as
to know.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Pushing on. First watch passes, I guess. Nothing super interesting. You guys trading off?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm taking I'm taking my spell slot for body inspiration back.
Take
Yeah.
my spell slot back.
You get that?
Fair.
Take my spell slot.
It's not a spell slot. It is specific.
No,
to
it's its
bardic
own thing.
inspiration.
It's its own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, wait.
Wait a second.
No, it's
So-
its own thing.
This is probably when most of the stuff happens with you, Tharnac. Although maybe not. I don't know. That might have been actually during the drunken teaching of herbalism.
Sounds like a weird way to get stoned.
And so you crush this plant with the pestle.
The what?
The pestle is this thing. You put it in the mortar, or is it the other way around? Is this the mortar and that the pestle? No.
What is
You're forgetting the. I'm having such a good time right now.
I can put
Uh,
something
you're
else.
you're
Something
my
else.
best friends.
You're like my best
It's-
friend.
It's when she's trying to change the subject that it comes to these things. Nevertheless,
Perfectly balanced is all things should be.
Kairon and Hal are now on watch. Okay. Theo,
Hey.
you awaken in the middle of the night to the sound of sort of rustling outside the front of your tent.
I had an idea this was gonna be happening.
There's a little bit of wind blowing back and forth. You swear you hear some maybe muttering from outside
Interesting.
before you
I know who this
fade
is.
back into being asleep.
Can he feel for his dagger before he goes back to sleep?
As you start feeling around, you actually put your hand on it before you pass out. It is there.
Make
You
sure he has
wake back up. The tent is actually open a little bit. Feel for the dagger where it was. It's no longer there.
He's going to find that small fucker, as he would say.
I hear Theo. Theo.
Is it-
In the back of your head. No response.
All right. I'm finding that small pint-sized cream butter
Okay.
into himself.
Pint-sized motherfucker.
You're looking for him?
Yeah. Yep.
You gonna be stealthy about it?
Sure. Let's be stealthy about it.
Okay. At this point, the nighttime stuff has long died down. Seeing it's gone later into the night. The brain cells help. What I'm
No.
on about. I just suddenly was like, wait, who was asleep first? Never mind. Anyway, pushing on. Fine. Yeah, you're walking past some familiar wagons, Sammer dogs, Oins. You see a little bit of rustling underneath as the Commodore poke his head out, eye you, and then just go back underneath.
He's gonna top out his victims like, that little fucker took my knife. I'm gonna get it back. And have fun.
Sure. From inside. As he goes back to sleep, Theo continuing to stomp along. You pass wagon with a strangely enough a gargoyle on the back of it. It's one of the other wagons caravan for you, which actually its head turns and follows you as you walk along.
Morning.
Morning.
Silently stares and watches. Pushing forward to the bar cart again. I guess back to the bar cart, I imagine. You see it is closed down for the night. The back folded up completely perfectly. The long table that was there folded up over itself and then shut into the back. There's even a little pulled down tarp over the window. And you see there is one person on guard at the moment. It is it's Thelius Austin. That was your former half elf Thelius. Yeah, he's one of the guards for this man.
Maybe I'll let him know. Maybe I'll talk to him because I don't want him to be. I don't want people to think I'm gonna go rob the bar cart.
There are a couple tents around it, specifically a smaller tent that you would attribute to be this guy's. It's currently shut up. It's not. Yeah.
Is anyone watching these tents or?
I mean, there is Thelius on guard duty, so you're gonna have to make a stealth check if you want to sneak past him.
Let's see. I could sneak past him, but I'm gonna talk to him.
Okay.
Do I know his name or no?
You fought beside him, right? So.
Oh yeah, so I guess
you likely do, yeah.
Thelius, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen that short halfling, Longnose around here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know where he is?
Points over to the small tent.
Nah, figured. Just want to make sure. He took something that belonged to me, so I'm gonna go talk to him. Don't worry. I'm like murder him in the middle of the night. That's why I'm coming to talk to you, because then someone's here to say, yeah, he was here. Just so nobody thinks I'm robbing tents like he did.
He's silent for a moment before he.
Do you need any proof?
Don't
He's like, what? He's like, this is the holster that I had a knife in or dagger in. It is no longer there, and he was trying to insistently get it from me. So I'm gonna go talk to him. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. He can clear up his name.
I did see that throughout the day.
So, yes.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. You just don't enter that tent under any conditions.
Don't enter the tent. All right.
I'll have my eyes on you.
Very well. Like I said, I'm here in good faith just to get my belongings back.
I can speak to him on your behalf if you'd like.
But then he might try to hide it.
Very well.
This is what concerns me. And also, I don't want to take you away from your guard duties in case there actually is another attack like what we fought after last time. That was not fun. But
Do what you
letting
must.
letting you know I'm here in good faith.
Your honesty is appreciated.
It would not be beneficial to have my name going around as someone who robs tents in the middle of the night. So, I'll just let you know I'm here. Before I walk over.
Okay. Are you being stealthy about it?
To that tent, yes. I mean, that is
Okay.
probably watch me, but yeah, I'll be stealthy towards that.
Stealth.
So
Stealth check on
I'm gonna assume that's gonna pass. That is a 22.
Oh yeah. Okay. You walk up to the tent. It is buttoned up. There are three buttons. It is small. This dude's a halfling, so he doesn't require as much space.
Do tents normally have like solid grounds? Imagine tents like have grounds, right?
Some do, some don't.
Can I tell if this one does?
Looking at it, it strangely almost like you get the feeling it does, but it's also kind of been torn. So there is an opening in an area.
Very how I want to do this. Because there's a small enough tent, I'd probably just lift it.
Just lift the entire tent.
Just lift the tent and like see if my stuff's underneath. That's why I asked you how to ground. Let's see.
Make a perception check, man.
No, that's a 6, so I don't think so.
No, you're a bit invested in what's going on.
All right. Okay, do I? Now that if that is what I'm not gonna break into his tent. I'm gonna say. Go. I'm gonna cast minor illusion to have my voice come from the other side of the tent and say to him, "Hey, Longnose."
After
Throw in my voice.
you hear just the slightest bit of rustling from within the tent. That's all.
I know that you're in there. You know why I'm here. Let's just talk about this like civilized people. You know.
What? What time is it?
I don't
Morning?
have early morning. Too early for myself to want to be awake.
You want to sell the dagger?
I think you might already have my dagger.
What?
Look, why don't you come out here? We'll talk like civilized gentlemen.
Right now?
I'll give you free booze if you do.
I already get free booze.
That
I'm
is
the
fair.
teamster to the barman. And he
That is very true.
unbuttons the top button of the tent,
Right.
and pokes his head out through it.
I'm gonna talk to you man to man. Somebody stole my dagger. You're the only person I would think of who wants it. Did you take my dagger?
No. Think so little of me.
No, it's just you're the only person I could think of that would want my dagger.
He just kind of.
That's why I'm here talking to you person to person, not breaking into your tent or anything like that.
Stares up at you. Make an insight check.
That pretty good at. find where insight is. Actually, no, I'm not fantastic at that.
If you guys ever want to make an insight check, call it.
17.
That's another thing too. If you can argue to make a check, by all means, just state that.
Yeah, I got a 17.
17. Looking him up and down, or at least just his head, which is poking out, you see his hair is tousled. His eyes are visibly droopy, and he doesn't really seem to be registering much of what's going on. He seems, at the very least, very drowsy.
That's fair. Like he's been asleep for a while.
Yeah, you get the sense that either he's a really good liar or he just woke up.
Yeah. Look, someone has taken my dagger.
I didn't do it.
Do you know who would want my dagger other than yourself?
Oh, it's a nice dagger.
Yeah, it's not exactly something I held out for people to see.
Oh, I saw it.
Well, that's fair.
You hear in your head, Theo.
Is there a direction that it comes from, like that I can tell, or just like?
It seems sourceless.
Hmm.
Just a voice in the back of your head.
It's not very. That's not very helpful.
Why are you never awake? Wake up again. Ugh.
Again,
Do I have to wait till morning?
like somebody.
Suck.
Is that the dagger? Or is that him?
No, it's the voice in your head. I'm sorry, I should have turned off my phone. But yeah, the voice in your head is just like annoyed. But
yeah. Well, figured I would ask you. Because I do not know who else wants my dagger or who else knew about it. Let's see. What else to do from here?
he just kind of looks up at you and he doesn't know what you're talking about. He just wants to go back to sleep.
All right. Well, sorry to bother you. I might ask some more questions in the morning, but because you seem to know a lot of people, I'll let you sleep again.
You want to know people? I know people, sure.
Yeah, that's why I might go to you. But someone broke my tent and only saw my dagger, which is kind of strange. They don't take one thing. They must have known about it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'll leave you to it.
Good night.
I see. I was going to try to listen.
Dagger. Lies. Buttons the tent back up. Mutters to himself. Lies back down. Okay.
I'm going to try to
You
listen
what?
to the voice in his head.
A lot of it is just Theo, wake up.
You know that's not helpful.
Fucking hell. Are you walking along as are you responding mentally or are you physically like speaking?
He's gonna speak when he's confident we can hear him. He isn't sure what if the voice can understand his thoughts or just what he says. So he's just
like
gonna
in the middle of nowhere.
yeah.
You're not getting.
I wonder if he can cast a message on himself.
I just rolled 815 d20s, and the very first one that was rolled was a nat 1, and I'm mad.
What if he can cast a message on himself? I wonder if that would technically work.
Creature. I think message has to be a creature. So.
I don't know. Probably like head back to his tent and talk in there. That's not helpful. Yelling my name not how give me this as a direction.
Um. Oh. I guess.
Yeah, it doesn't say you can't, so I'm like,
Yeah. Fair.
because you can target
Yeah.
yourself with spells, right? So
No, I was just looking up the specifics of this as to whether only it could speak telepathically to you or with you.
yeah,
I guess
that's what I was confused about.
technically, it can be with you.
Okay.
So as you're giving a response aloud, there isn't really.
So I know they'll basically just be doubling what he's doing if he's thinking it and saying it. He's like, this isn't helpful. If you want me to find you, you have to give me more than that.
You. Okay. Good. Yeet.
Zombie
You
reading.
hear,
I thought he got DC'd.
nope.
Yeah,
This
yeet,
was
I thought he
intentional
got
this
DC'd.
time.
just yeah.
Nice.
Right.
Wop. Hold on. I'm gonna take this second to check the stream because my
Stream is still up.
okay. Yeah. So it Theo the voice probes into your mind. It says, ah, you're awake. You can hear me. Good. All right. I get the feeling things are about to get a bit more personal between us.
If that's, I mean, I guess so. Guess I don't really was saying that.
So, simple task for you. Surely you've noticed the item at your side has gone missing and you are seeking it, are you not?
I guess, and if that means you can still speak to me, must mean you're nearby. Or the blade itself is nearby.
Well, I suppose you know more than you let on. Very well.
These things normally have some sort of range.
It's taken by a small one.
Was it a halfling?
I'm not sure of the specifics. It's a smaller humanoid. I was placed into a scroll container, and it is dark here, and I don't like it.
Right.
I don't know where I've been moved to, but I hear something moving,
Mover.
muffled through the casing. Sounds almost like stone.
Zachary.
Living stone.
It's Zachary Stone.
That'd be very funny, but probably not. Is there any sort of signal you can give me or direction?
It's hard to tell in darkness. Bit of light that I I believe it was up along the wagons.
I guess Theo's gonna go start heading back towards the wagons.
Um, the guard there, let's see. Did you sort things out?
Well, he claims to not have it, and kind of believe him. I'm not sure yet, but if I'm wrong, there's no need to wake him up in the middle of the night and accuse him. I did speak to him. Seems like he was asleep.
I haven't seen him come in or out of his tent. I've been on watch, so.
Well, fortunately, this dagger does have some sort of, I shall say, guiding ability, so I should be able to sort of follow it back. Hopefully, it's not like an exact system, but
Huh.
it's a very strange dagger. A friend gave it to me. I'm so used to throwing them that sometimes they just lose where they go. Just simple enchantment, but it's very nice.
Well, you have a good night.
You
I'm just gonna keep guarding.
do
my
that.
cart and the
Keep-
people around it.
Yep, you do that.
Good day to you.
So if I'm walking around a lot of the wagons, it's not. I'm telling you why now.
Uh-huh.
It's somewhere in that direction.
Perhaps you consider continuing this endeavor in the daytime.
I could, but the dagger is worth a lot to a friend of mine. Personally, I would feel really bad if someone stole it from my tent in the middle of the night,
Uh-huh.
off my body, while I was asleep.
Seems highly unlikely.
It normally would, but people can be very talented, apparently. As my tent door was open when I woke up, or flap was open when I woke up, which it's not good.
All right then. You
So I'm just
you
telling you
have a
now.
good day.
Yep, if it looks suspicious, that's what I'm telling you now, because I know it looks strange. And he's gonna go.
He's gonna go.
And he's
Gone.
gonna go, and he's gone.
All right. Pushing forth. Theo, is there anywhere you want to start in this endeavor?
Would he know who had like scroll things or anything to do with scrolls?
The not a lot of people here seem to be into magic.
Yeah, that's
One of the nobles' guards, I believe, could potentially have something to do with it. Perhaps Thelius himself may have a hint of magic, seeing as he is of elvish descent.
likely.
But you're not quite sure. Just
like a
working
pencil.
off basic racial stereotypes.
So then a scroll spell would be weird. Strange.
And it's just based off your cursory impressions of each person. Again, there are people in the caravan you guys haven't really interacted
Yeah.
with.
Does he know anybody that's shorter, like a halfling or dwarf, or
Yeah,
that
there
he would
are-
seem suspicious of?
There are two. There are two dwarfs in the caravan. There are.
Or no?
Hold on. Is it
How-
Ah,
two
Oh shit!
halflings? What? What happened?
Dun 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 dun.
Did we get raided?
no.
Holy shit! Why?
Why not?
Wow. Okay. Well, thank you.
I don't
Thank you so
recognize any of
much.
this. I don't recognize any of the
I-
names
think-
that they're
I
given to.
recognize all the names.
Oh, sick.
except for Mora.
I recognize Ryder, but not any of them.
Yeah, Minnie has rated us multiple times.
Yay,
Yeah.
Mini.
Woot woot.
Thank you. Oh, actually, forgive me. There are 3 dwarfs, 2 halflings, and there's a gnome.
How
believe
did
him.
it see anything right from his watch position?
I'm gonna say likely not, but if you want to make, well, okay, make a perception check for me. Just... Ow.
I mean, Theo hasn't come to him or anything, so he wouldn't have told him. But
But I think back towards the wagon, so now would be the time to tell him.
that's a 10.
Nah. You weren't quite able to pin anything.
Holy.
Um,
Even if Theo just wants to come to brainstorm or something.
Yeah, unfortunately not. Theo, you're moving back along.
Yeah, he's gonna start. He's just trying to think of who he would know that would like pry this.
Okay. Pushing back, you see the head of the gargoyle that's standing guard follow you.
I
Tracking
doubt
your
Gargoyle
movement.
speaks, fortunately.
It yells.
Hey,
You don't know.
he's gonna start the Gargoyle. Hey, have you seen anything weird tonight? Someone stole something from me. When have you seen anything?
Where are you?
She's turning the Gargoyle.
No, the voice that creeps into your head.
I'm talking to this Gargoyle. Maybe they saw something.
If the
Gargoyle.
voice is talking to you.
Yeah, I know.
The gargoyle looks at you. Did you say this loud or?
You said this to the Gargoyle, kind of just directly requires like someone took something from my tent. Have you seen anything strange?
Uh,
I doubt the Gargoyle speaks, but
the
with a shot.
the creature does not respond to you at all, but it stares at you. One of its stone claws scrapes along the wood of the wagon over and over and over. It's not painting anything. It just seems to be digging a hole.
Hmm.
Now, if I was an English teacher, I would say this represents.
Yeah. Why?
Purely like out of character. What is a gargoyle like? Is it
It's a stone statue.
Yes.
Rocks. Moving rocks. Oh fuck.
Fuck.
It is a gargoyle.
I'm gonna think to the voice that said, "Did you hear a lot of clawing a minute ago?"
I hear you.
Do you know? Would Theo know whose caravan wagon this is?
You're unfamiliar of these people haven't really talked before. You know there is from observation. Hold on. There is
Excuse me.
a gnome a gnome merchant. There is a traveler that goes with this wagon as well, who sits in silence. Her skin is green, but she is very reserved.
Do I know like what race this person is, or
She looks human in
But
all
green.
aspects, aside from the fact that her skin is green.
oh,
from what you've heard of the gossip from Longnose, her name is Green Imsa, is what she's called.
Ah.
Or, yeah, Imsa.
Right on the nose.
Yeah. Longnose, nicknames people, and in turn, he got the nickname Longnose.
Ah.
Yeah.
Right.
The merchant responsible for this seems to be a man named Lasferlo the Silent. He from time to time he inexplicably breaks into merry songs and short stretches of joke telling.
Huh.
His voice is a fine tenor and his jokes are always hilarious. But these gregarious moods are always short. The rest of the time he's silent as the grave, staring sullenly at the road ahead, barely
Dragon.
moving on his seat, on the seat of his wagon. It's seemingly hard to breathe. No one knows what he transports, but it's guarded by this brooding gargoyle, just tethered to the wagon by a slim silver chain.
Right. I take it the gargoyle does not speak to me.
It just watches you intently. There is a door that to this wagon.
So the voice can hear me, so I mean it's probably. No one knows this for transport, so it's probably what the only person with a spell scroll. Just thinking through this in his head. It has a gargoyle, so clearly it's magic. Let's see. What's the best way to do this? Think of himself.
Oh, wait, Kairon, you're on watch right now, right?
Yes, after waking up, yeah.
Okay, so to be fair, you could also make a perception check. It wasn't just Hal that could have made it. You also could have made a perception check just to see if you saw anything.
Oh, Hal would still be awake at this point too?
Yeah. Theo was woken
Hal
up
took
by
second
this.
shift.
Because Tharnac was taking first watch.
Yeah.
Tharnac and Theo took first watch.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Theo,
now you're on
somebody
watch.
taken
This
from
is second
you.
watch.
So you're
Hal took first watch.
No, yeah, I
no,
did.
it was the other
It was
way
the
around.
other way around? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then, yeah.
Strangely enough, because I know I just said earlier that like Hal could have given inspiration. That was my bad, I guess, because he wasn't up.
Yeah, I took second shift.
That put me in a thought spiral over there.
Let me see.
Perception
So
check?
if you wanted to make a perception check, I'm saying you could make a perception check to see if you saw anything.
Theo's gonna walk away and walk over to his own wagon with Hal.
It's a 16.
16?
Yeah.
You think you may have seen a small shadowy figure of a creature, judging by your estimations, a bit shorter than a halfling. You saw that creature just kind of walking around and disappeared for a minute and then walked back where it came from. That's
Did
what
it
you
walk anywhere near the fire? Anywhere near the light of the fire?
saw. I guess technically, yeah, because that's where Theo set up his tent, but
Yep.
I'd say the fire was much dimmed by that point.
Oh, Kairon would have put wood back on it during his shift. He wouldn't have let the fire die down during his shift.
No, okay, fair enough. Then yeah, for sure.
What did the creature look like when it was walking around?
Humanoid appeared to be a gnome.
Could I tell any kind of like skin color or anything like that, or?
Not a deep gnome at all, but well, gnome. You would guess a rock gnome in particular, as opposed to a forest gnome.
I guess whenever Theo comes back over towards his tent area, I can look at him and be like, I take it you lost something?
Yeah. How can you tell?
I saw something that was wandering around over here, but didn't ever see it ever get close to your tent. looked like some kind of gnome creature.
That
Looked very similar to a rock.
okay, that adds
Yeah.
up. I'm looking. So somebody broke into my tent and stole. Remember Nanya's dagger?
Shit, yeah. That
Yeah,
weird
she
fucker stabbed me in the leg whenever she threw it across the room.
right. Forgot about that. Yeah. So apparently this gnome stole it. Um, and I'm trying to get it back, and I figured out where it is, but I'm trying to figure out how to get into it. It's in a caravan way.
Where at?
You know the one with big gargoyle on it?
That creep. I saw that creepy thing look in this direction.
Yeah. I don't think it likes me. Trying to figure out how to get inside without angering that. I don't think gargoyles can be bought, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, if we know who has it, just tell the authorities. Like,
What authorities? I mean, do I just get more caravan guards?
I mean, yeah, if we've
It's
got
like
more
there's a-
caravan guards, we can kind of prove it.
Tharnac has invisibility.
True. But Tharnac's currently getting it busy.
That's metagaming.
Which is true.
I mean,
At this point, that's probably.
Realistically, Kairon probably would have remembered that being invisible for a half a night.
No.
I will also say that's probably
he's
the
also
main
drunk.
reason. What?
He's also drunk.
That's also probably the main reason that you're not staying by the fire too long, or the tents, is specifically because you can hear Tharnac mooching away.
I'm
Kind
gonna
of awkward.
probably gonna get Hal. Then maybe the three of us can work something out.
There's a reason why Kairon pitched his tents near the fire and not near the rest of the tents.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go with Hal. I need to figure out how to do this. I mean, I don't know if anybody's even in the wagon. I imagine they have some gargoyles seem to be doing that.
I wonder if their gargoyle would even sense magical invisibility.
I'm unsure. I mean,
Because remember, Tharnac made me invisible that night when I nearly got ambushed.
right. Maybe I'm probably sneakier than he is. He can probably make me invisible.
Let's say if you went invisible, you could probably get in there pretty quickly if the gargoyle doesn't notice you.
Because I won't be accused of robbing a caravan guards. The implications of that probably are good. I'm gonna go get Hal and see if he has any extra ideas or if he can help me somehow.
Well,
Yeah.
just don't get caught.
Well, that's what I'm good at least. Let's see. I'll make sure to keep you in the loop before I do anything.
If you need me to, I can start kind of chatting it up with Thelios over there.
Don't
That
know
way
what
he
really he
doesn't-
could. Oh, that way he doesn't notice.
Yeah, that way he doesn't get suspicious.
Very well. Appreciate that. I'll let you know before we do anything.
Okay, let me know.
I still give her to Hal. Hey, Hal, you seen anything strange tonight?
No, not really. Why?
Someone robbed something from my tent.
Been robbed something?
Yeah, someone. You remember Nanya's dagger? Have you seen that?
Yeah. The one that she threw across the room, and I'm pretty sure we heard say something.
Yeah, that one. In fact,
Yeah.
he's gonna cast a presentation and just hold the illusion very form of the dagger. It looks like this.
Oh, well, he found it.
No,
Nice.
this is an illusion. This is gonna
Oh, okay.
dissipate.
Um, isn't that? I was assuming. Okay, I had a working theory that it was somehow connected to the cult because didn't she say her father is part of the cult?
I think Theo heard that who her father was, right? 'Cause he was in that final meeting.
I mean, if
So
you remember it, yeah.
yeah, apparently her father was like a lich or something. I don't know.
Well, oh wait,
Oh
what?
my god, RJ froze on my screen.
Hello, Frozen.
Yeah, he was there at the end with the final speech because he was with Saracen and Elizabeth. They talked about how
I don't.
He's
Wait,
frozen.
okay, I didn't know that her dad was a lich. Okay. Anyway, that dagger was her dagger. She was very connected to it.
Just she gave it
Spoke
to
to
me.
her. What if the cult took it?
Well, I think we know who it is. I don't know if they're related to the culture.
Oh, well, there goes my whole working theory.
No, I had the same idea, but first I thought it was that small little halfling man. But now I woke him up. Seems to be I've slept the whole night. I think we figured out where it is, but it's that cart with the gargoyle on it.
Yeah, I love that thing. That thing's awesome.
Okay, it's in there.
Oh,
Apparently.
well,
Not.
I'm not
so
trying to
great.
pick a fight with another construct.
Yeah, me neither.
Are gargoyles constructs? Right? That's right.
Actually, technically, no.
Oh,
no,
really?
Strange.
Though they very much seem like they would be. They are
Yeah,
not.
it makes sense of how I would think they are too.
Hal doesn't know a lot about gargoyles. He just thinks they're neat. Okay, so okay.
Yeah, so I gotta
Interesting.
figure out how to get in there. I mean, I could wake up everybody and get guard and
Oh, there goes RJ.
but I don't think that's
Austin,
the
make
greatest
a nature
idea.
check. Sorry, if
What's
you want
that?
to know. If you want to know what a gargoyle is, you can make a nature check.
Can Hal make one? Can you make
Sure.
a
Sure.
like a? Could you potentially make a history check?
I mean, history is kind of more about like
Past. I was thinking like past stories that he would have heard.
gargoyles specifically.
All right, we can go nature. They're the same, so there's not really the reason for me to argue for either one.
I would recommend nature.
That's a 12 on the Hal nature check.
Okay. They do not appear to be natural creatures.
Oh,
and
neat.
they also don't appear to be constructs. It's not like they're a beast that you find somewhere, but they aren't made.
Does Hal know if they like can speak?
You do not believe so.
Oh, but can they can understand though?
I think so.
Potentially, it's master if it has one.
Okay. So like, just go around it. It's not going to tell anyone.
You might be right, but I mean, I don't know if it can speak to certain people or not. I don't know if it can move, so that's a plus.
I would just sneak around it.
All right, I just don't want to. All right, you all back me up, right? If I got caught breaking into a wagon, right?
Yeah, if we understand. I mean, you could just
I
talk
already
to the owner.
spoke to another guard telling him that my thing was stolen. I don't know if the owner's awake or not, but it's that dude that's always quiet.
If you think it's there, why don't you just wait till tomorrow and ask the owner?
Well, I feel like the owner might not know.
Well, then they'll have no problem letting you check tomorrow morning. Just watch it, make sure it doesn't go anywhere tonight.
That could work.
Or you could do it now. It's really up to you. This is your background. Like this is what you used to do.
True. I'm not used to talking to my problems with people who've taken them, but
I mean, if you need someone to stall or something, you know where I'll be here. But yeah, like
let's see. So I'm looking
it's up
for
to you.
I'm looking for a rock. No, not a rock. Did they say rock gnome?
Yeah, rock gnome.
Yeah,
I would rather not fight it, like gargoyle. Like that'd be.
Yeah, I'm worried he has some sort of alarm or something on the if I try to enter through that doorway.
I'm just wondering why they would take it.
It looks valuable, I guess.
Yeah, but we're all holding valuable stuff. Like, why this in particular, and why not anything else? Like, they must have known. If you was holstered, like that was a pretty big risk.
Yeah, I mean, I slept.
I'm wondering if it's like another one of those cult affiliations that we don't know about.
It does have a gargoyle on the front. It looks very well defended.
Or maybe some sort of wizard sorcerer that couldn't keep his hand off it.
Well,
and that had hired the Neville dude, Longnose, to like.
Well, I doubt he can be hired. I tried to buy information off him. He just gives it away for free. So.
But maybe he was hired to buy the sword off you, the dagger.
by the dagger. Could possibly, but it's not really my concern.
I mean, he seemed pretty persistent.
He did, but
So
What about-
either this person has like they knew exactly what they wanted.
yeah, they didn't take any of my other stuff, so
So I'd be cautious. They're probably pretty magical.
probably
And I don't know that much about magic, but
fair.
you got this. We fought worse. It's fine.
Yeah, just don't want to anger the whole caravan.
Well, you got
Let's
the
see.
4 of us, the 3 of us on your side, and then the other guard you were talking to can back up the story if needed. And I'll be ready if you actually start getting attacked, but I'd rather
Yeah.
not have that happen.
Let's see. Could wait until the morning to ask the owner, but the owner's very quiet. I don't know if he'd help me.
The owner is the rock gnome, for the record.
Oh, the owner is the rock gnome. Well, then he's definitely not gonna help me.
Why do you think it's there?
It, you know how it can kind of speak.
I wasn't sure, but sure, yeah. That's not weird.
Yeah, it can. No, yeah, it's not. Definitely. It heard scraping rocks and stuff like that. And I went and talked to the gargoyle. The gargoyle scraped the side, and it can hear my voice. And can hear the scraping. So I'm pretty sure it's there. Although the gargoyle didn't respond to me, but
Seems fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good luck. I'll be here. You got this. Have some inspiration.
well, thank you. Now I'm inspired.
You are the best rogue I've ever met. You plan your actions. You're a
Mwah.
thinker. You got this.
Okay.
Also, sorry, my computer decided to do just
Just to not.
decided to shut down.
You have a bad habit of getting caught, but I'm not going to judge. So
What? I got caught
Scored.
once because I purposely got caught that time.
scored a belt. Okay,
I was gonna try to talk my way out of it. I had a ID badge and everything.
that
Time
was a
is solid.
that was a bad plan. That was a very.
And
you
I got everybody else away, so
You
worked
could
out.
have snuck away like me, but
I stopped them so they didn't.
no. When have you ever been one to talk through these things?
That I was trying to do that. They just wouldn't talk to me.
That's my job. That's my job.
All right, fair enough. I'm gonna go find Tharnac, have him maybe cast invisibility on me, and then figure out what's going on.
I think he's getting down with that one girl. I inspired him and everything, so if it's not going well, that's on him. I gave him my list of good lines. And he's also drunk, so he might. I'll ask him.
Yeah. I mean, I probably won't even tell him why. I can just.
Cast availability real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get invisibility cast him real fast. I'm gonna figure this out.
All right, you got this. Good luck. If you need anything, I'll be here.
Can I roll a subject to sneak up on Tharnac without disrupting their date?
Sure, man. What are you walking up on?
He's
This
just
is
gonna
very
get as close
fun.
as possible, and he's gonna. Wait, so for invisibility, does Tharnac have to touch me, or does it have to?
I could send Balboa out to you.
Okay.
That's true.
Okay. I'm gonna roll a subject so I can get close enough to cast Whisper.
Careless whisper.
Decided to just stay off for the night, so
Oh,
Hey.
hi.
hello.
All right.
So you're close enough to cast message, okay?
Yep.
It's got a long radius. It's I think like 300 feet. So you're
Yeah.
good.
So I rolled a 25 for stealth.
Not a peep.
I cast message. Go. Hey, Tharnac, I need you to cast invisibility on me.
Fuck. And I telepathically go to Balboa. I was like, yo, Balboa, go bite Theo and cast invisibility.
Please don't bite me.
Bite him.
So cast invisibility through the snake
Yes.
to Theo.
You guys are like, thanks, someone stole my dagger. I'm getting it back.
Oh wait, you lost something. Fuck. Okay, bye.
But have fun.
Balboa, follow. You
He
have
just
Balboa to
probably-
help.
He just said the oh damn anyway.
Oh no. Anyway. All right. Now that these invisible, he's gonna head back
He
towards
is looking.
he's gonna head back towards the wagon. Well, he's actually gonna walk back to Kairon first. Just have him-
Invisible.
Invisible, yes, but I have a plan for that. He's gonna cast message at Kairon.
Oh,
Alright.
hold on. You are casting a spell?
Oh, does that break it?
Yeah.
Okay, then he's just gonna go next up. He's gonna go just whisper to Kairon.
Okay.
All right, I got thought I turned invisible.
Kyra's just gonna look over, like shocked at first, and be like, "Oh,
Okay, go. That's what I wanted to do. Man, I need to do this more often. This is great.
well, do you want me to go talk to the guard up there and
Um, I mean, I don't. You probably won't see me because I'm invisible. Just if you can keep an eye on me, make sure I don't get attacked by a massive gargoyle. That'd be great.
Well, keep an eye on the gargoyle as you go in.
I'm just worried he's gonna have a door alarmed or something.
Is that the only door you know of to it, or
I'm gonna do a check first, but
okay? Well, I guess just let me know. Oh, just be warned. Don't cast a spell while you're invisible. It'll take it away.
good to know.
Figured that out. I figured that out the hard way whenever I swiftly jumped behind that
Right,
guard.
right. Forgot about that. All right. Unfortunately, I can't teleport now like you can. That would be nice.
I mean, I can't teleport without. I can only teleport within 30 feet, and
I guess teleport wouldn't be the word they used. Or don't know what that means, I guess. Right? I don't know.
I can only swiftly jump within 30 feet.
Yeah, but I
And
can go through the wall.
Can I go through walls? Or do I have to know what
I
is
think
on the
you
other
have to
side?
see it, though technically there is a window
Yeah.
on the door. So there's a bit of a curtain in the window, too.
Yes, that you
possible.
can see. An occupied space that you can see. It
Okay.
doesn't necessarily say it can't be beyond a
So,
window.
if you use the mirror underneath the door, can you teleport through the door?
Honestly,
Ooh.
if you get that close to the door, yes, by the way, if you get that close to the door, you could technically just peek through the curtain and actually have a good enough
Yeah.
view.
I'm saying you could probably cross a room that way, using the mirror underneath the door.
I'd say the only downside is Kairon, big clangy armor boy.
Yeah, but now he can use Thieves' tools.
That's
so he
true.
can look through a room and just.
Yeah, and he doesn't have to be big, clangy armor boy all the time.
All right,
Embodiment of nothing personal, kid.
do the
so
another
what you
person
doing,
look at.
bud?
All right, so Theo is going
Except
to.
for the guard that was around his tent. That was personal.
That was personal, apparently. Theo's going to take a look around the wagon, see what kind of openings, doors, whatever.
Okay. Make an investigation check. Or nah, this doesn't even need that.
That was a 22 in the investigation. I have a +5 investigation, so.
At this point, the gargoyle has actually moved from the lower perch portion to actually climb onto the top of
Okay.
the
So it can move.
carriage. The silver chain still bound to it, but it has moved up top and is now perched up top and just staring. Its head does not move when you approach.
Okay, so probably technically.
I like to pull out say that Hal is sitting kind of watching nearby. Just in case anything goes wrong. He's also has a water bucket and he's just shaping the water around him.
Good to know.
Interesting. Yeah, so he's looking to see if there's any doors, walls that or the windows. If there's if the back has a big opening like some do.
This is interestingly more of like a room cart where it is enclosed. The stuff inside is kind of hidden. You're not quite sure what's going on there. What was your stealth again? It was 20 something, or
Oh, the investigation was 22. The stealth was
investigation was 22. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll carry over your investigation since you rolled it already and say the door in the back does not appear to be trapped. There is another it's like probably like a window in the front, sort of by where the teamster would sit and drive the carriage, but it is enclosed. So
right. So the back does not seem to be trapped.
no.
He's really worried about like an alarm spell, but like, I think that's like a temporary thing.
I don't know if alarm spells are detectable, but
Yeah, I have no
without
idea.
like detecting.
That's why he's worried.
Um, best you can tell, there is no trap mechanism.
So the window, is it like a solid window or like just a curtain?
Sorry.
The window, is it like a solid openable closed window or just like a curtain?
On the door, or towards the front.
Either one.
So the back of the cart has a door that opens out, but the gargoyle is chained, which the chain is now lifted up to the top as the gargoyle is now on the roof and no longer in the small back portion it was in.
Okay.
The door itself, the glass is it's got a sort of almost, it's like a rectangle of glass, but the edges are rounded off. Inside there is a red curtain on the inside.
Okay. The other window, is there only one window?
There's only one window on the door on the back,
Okay.
but there's another window in the front by where the
Teamster sits.
Teamster
Is that
would
one
sit.
have like, is that one just open or is it like a glass again?
It is. It's also glass, but that one is openable. You don't really think you could fit through it though.
Okay, that was my main question. Because he didn't want to just open the door because that's loud and visible.
You could probably fit something like through it, but not yourself. It's like it's probably I don't know, size of a laptop screen.
He's going to telepathically communicate to Commodore.
It's the size of this here.
He's going to call upon Commodore. And he's also going to cast Mage Hand at the same time. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I'm not casting anything because that would break the spell.
Okay.
Fuck, I should have casted Mage Hand first because that's that would have been smart. Yeah, so he's going to, you can like, when you go and see as your familiar, you can like, can you still direct them kind of?
Yeah.
All right, so he's going to move off somewhere where you can kind of lay down quieter.
Okay, so you walk off somewhere else and find it after Commodore's moving up.
Would we be looking for familiar count as a spell or no?
I would say it wouldn't count as a spell.
Like, would it break invisibility?
I'm gonna say it wouldn't.
Okay.
Maybe it should, but I'm gonna say it won't.
Okay. So Theo's probably going to quickly open the window. Yeah. Do things you're holding turn invisible when you hold them?
Typically.
Okay. So Theo's going to try to open the window quietly.
Okay. I'd say, sure, make a stealth check.
Stealth? Okay.
It's gonna be an easy one.
It was a 19.
Yeah. Pretty silent. You hear just the slight shifting of the glass on the stone. It's meant to open from the other side, but you're smart.
He's done this before.
Yeah.
And then he's going to call Commodore, and he's going to take Commodore in his hands.
Okay, the bird flies over, which...
Like, he's going to move out of the way, I guess, a bit so the gargoyle doesn't eat him.
It does not apply to another creature, you notice, as Commodore flies over and stands on you. He does not disappear. Invisibility would need to be cast on him.
What if he goes, like, underneath a cloak that isn't?
Well, invisibility is anything you're Wearing or holding?
But it's referring to
Hold
either-
Commodore.
Hmm?
Just start holding Commodore.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah, but it's not gonna work as Commodore is an individual creature.
Hmm.
So you would need the spell cast on him.
Fair.
Wait,
I
then
will
what if
say,
that?
though-
What if I put Commodore in a bag?
Wait, what if I have? But what about Balboa if he's like in my robes?
Hmm.
Isn't Balboa like not
Balboa's
actually?
just really
It's
like
a
Commodore.
terrible technicality. But I'll say
Yeah, 'cause,
this:
like-
just
Because
have
you've
Commodore
had
make a
Balboa
stealth check.
technically turn invisible.
What?
Because Balboa hides in my robes like all the time.
That's fair.
I don't know.
But you've
I-
also had him be a floating snake before.
Fair.
Fortunately, he has a high enough stealth, so this might be okay.
So I think it's a bit of both.
He had a 24. Oh wait, no, sorry. He had a. He had a 20 on stealth.
Yeah. The gargoyle's head does not turn as the bird.
This is
And
why
it
the
is
assassins.
strangely enough floating in your hands, not invisible, but it's still the gargoyle does not seem to have
He's
noticed.
going to He's gonna place him like inside the wagon window. When you open.
Okay. Is actually able to get in.
Mm-hmm. And then he's gonna say, and then he's going to move out of the way and kind of take him over.
Looking into, well, I guess, okay, so you're placing
Yeah, it will be. He'll move out of the way somewhere quieter, and then possess.
Okay.
'Cause, I mean, that's not. I guess that's not the right word, but like, look through his eyes.
Looking in, through Commodore's eyes, you see Green Imsa.
Green what?
Green Imsa.
Oh, the woman.
The human woman. You haven't really seen her before because she stays hidden in the cart. It was mostly just a rumor that Longnose spread that most people thought was absolute bullshit, that there was a green person. But she seems to be very self-conscious about her appearance and hiding. There are some magical things that you think you can spot in here, like arcane focuses, maybe like a loose spell scroll or two. Then you see there is a scroll casing on the floor by Imsa. That seems to be the top is slightly off.
Okay, so he's gonna tell Commodore to check out the one that's slightly up.
Working off of Commodore's previous stealth check, he hops down silently into the in the caravan wagon. Sorry. There are bags of money. This man seems to be perhaps a wandering magic item seller or magic trinket seller at the very least, but he is so reserved that it seems like he'd probably never make any sales, aside from the occasional bouts of almost mad joy that he occasionally expresses.
I was wondering if there's something magical.
There are some magical things in here. Are you going to pay any attention to them, or are you just going to?
Yeah, he will. He's not going to take too much now because he only has what the bird can carry.
Okay.
And he is suspicious today with people he's talked to already, and he's been seen by the gargoyle. So this might be something he's logging for later. This is his recon mission.
The things that you see the most in here are potions, multiple potions. The green woman actually has one of these. She has an empty potion bottle in her hand. There's just a little bit of liquid in the bottom of it. But yeah, you're not. At a cursory glance, you're not quite acquainted with any of the potions enough to be able to determine what they are.
That's not what he does.
But this definitely appears to be first and foremost a potion seller.
Potions.
Just waiting for it. And the dagger
Welcome.
does appear to have a bit of just a wee bit of a blade poking out of out of
I'll
where
have-
the scroll previously was.
Probably have Commodore see if he can grab blade. Not like not of course not blade over mouth, but like not swallow the blade, but like
Yeah. He
That'd be some kind of magic trick, huh?
it's probably done worse things. Swallowed coins before, but
I'm sure.
Fair.
he peels back the top of this
Later.
scroll casing, which clatters onto the ground, and you see, or both of you see, the signature curved blade, and Theo, in your mind, use your yes.
Now Commodore is the one who wields the blade.
When
He's
you've got
Not the method I was expecting. As he
High
gets
five!
dragged.
exactly. And
Did
then
you take the
knowing
entire
Commodore,
scroll casing or the blade itself?
I think I'll take the entire scroll casing because I feel like that's probably better. It looks less suspicious if the box is saying there's just nothing in the box.
So it's
Wait,
common.
wait, should you take the blade or should you take? I don't think you can carry the box. It's not that big.
It is like a tube essentially. About a tube, like about yay long, and probably about that thick.
He'll probably just take the blade itself because it can. Then I can say it has some sort of recall feature if I'm asked how I got it.
Okay. It,
But knowing Commodore's probably gonna go for one of the bags of gold.
he's gonna go for what?
Knowing Commodore, he'd go for one of the bags of gold as well.
Maybe. Have him make a sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That is a 17 on his sleight of hand check.
Sure enough, this bird of wonder manages to remove the blade from its casing with like little to no problems as it
He's
just
done this before.
slides out. Yep. And he has it into his beak. Imsa seems to be head turned, just a wee bit of drool down the corner of her mouth as Commodore uses his wings to flip himself upward, flip himself through the next window, and places the blade. He kind of looks back in for a minute and seems to just sit
Take a
there
note.
waiting.
He's gonna call him back. He's like, "Yep, don't worry, I'll hit it later." I know you want to,
He
but I'm too suspicious today.
puts his beak on the little handle on the inside of the door and starts to pull it closed a bit so it's mostly closed before picking the dagger up and flying back to you.
He's gonna catch him.
Have him make one more stealth check for me.
Okay.
See if the gargoyle notices him on his way out.
That is a 13.
ooh,
Yikes.
As Commodore flies off, you see the gargoyle shift its head and turn in the opposite direction as it walks to the other side of the wagon, seemingly not noticing him.
Maybe he did, just didn't care. I tried talking to him friendly like earlier, so like if he puts them together, he might be like, this dude's kind of a dick. But I'm gonna have Commodore fly away from me in the beginning, and then I'm gonna meet him back in my tent.
Okay. as the night progresses, Theo, that bird is a thief.
Full circle.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, no,
Well-
Theo knew that. That was only a secret between them two, though. The nobility did not have to know that.
That was a good callback. Holy shit.
That was fire.
That is a bit of a mic drop. So we can end the session there, or we can have a little heart to heart that is long overdue.
I'm
I'm concerned.
concerned / tired. So you gotta just sell it a little bit more.
Theo, the dagger is down to talk.
Less interested.
I figured that was it. I feel like that's if we want to do that next time we can, because I feel like people probably don't want to sit through more of me doing a solo thing. So
All right. So, with that, a lot of you progress through the night, I guess. There seems to be no further events on this night. That's all.
Nice.
Nice.
I
Solid.
guess we'll start our next session with Theo talking to the dagger.
The spicy dagger.
now Commodore is the true holder of the dagger. So
Oof.
Everyone check private memes.
oh yeah, I put mine in players only chat as well because there you go.
Love this so much. This is great.
I saw this video online
Nice.
and I had to add it.
I was doing the same exact thing.
I mean, it's a hog holding a knife. Like I can't say.
It's just all the birds holding knives. I love it so much.
The last one's definitely my favorite.
Oh, 100%.
That last one, that second one, the first one I posted is real. That one stole that from
Yeah.
a crime scene.
Oh, a few things to address, by the way. Austin, thank you very much for the resub, my mans. I don't know why it's not showing up on the drop down in the top right, which is kind of weird and a bit annoying. And then RJ for the 5 gift subs, like fucking PogChamp, dude.
Yeah.
Great.